Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's up and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to our very first preseason game of the 2026-27 NFL season. What's up, guys? We're back, baby. Let's go. I'm so glad to be back. Happy to be here live with you guys. Let's rock and freaking roll. Let's effing go. Ready for this season. I tell you what. I am so fired up. What is up, guys? Shout out to everyone in this chat right now. I got Watch Me Dunk saying hello. Lana French is in the chat. Victoria says, what's up? What up, Victoria? How are you? We got Ricky. Drago Balboa. How are you, Mr. Balboa? Ashley Deverick. My feet hurt is in the chat. Frymeister Bond, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Robert Samora. Welcome in, Mr. Samora. Shout out to the budget golfer saying, need a don't care option. Fair enough, budget. Shout out to little Robbie. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to all of you guys in this chat. Let's get our chat overlay going on, actually. Want to make sure that we got our chat overlay up and ready. So, couple new things happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. Couple things. First and foremost, we are now officially on Twitch. So, in case you guys are ever on Twitch and not on YouTube, you can definitely catch me on Twitch right now. Not only can you catch me on Twitch, we've also made a bunch of off-season changes, including major changes to the Football Nation website. If you have not checked out Football Nation in the last, 48 hours, you should go take a look at the website. The website is starting to come together here, nice and polished, feeling a lot more professional. Very, very cool. Additionally, we've now got some interesting swag. Check out these koozies. I'm just here for the FN vibes. Get it? You get it? I love it. And I'm fired up. Victoria with a $10 super chat says, let's effing go. I am so pumped. Me too. Me too, Victoria. Me too. We got Dave saying freezing right now. Uh-oh. Dave, are you freezing? Choppy says cool. Okay. Let's see if we can make a change here. Let's see what's going on with this. There we go. I shouldn't have any dropped rates right now. What's with the suit jacket? Pads are on. Let's see. Is it just me or is it lagging? Are you guys getting some lag right now? Frymeister says we got a choppy stream. Let's see if we can't unchop this. Okay, let's see if we can't make some changes. And by the way, guys, this is the whole part of the preseason is to get these things situated. So let's go to our settings here. Make sure our stream output is where it needs to be. Should have some good kilobits per second. Robert says that we are buffering, so let's see. Let's take a quick look at the settings. Go to our output settings here. Wonder if it's because of the multi-stream feature here. Should be. Let's see. How's that? Wonder if this changes anything. I'm freezing, says Preston. Laggy AF says ends here. I miss you too, says Frymeister. Did that change anything, guys? Are we still lagging? I'm glad that we're live right now. Just looking to see if we're still lagging here. Yep, still lagging. Lots of chop and lag. Still lagging there. Oh, okay. How about now? Let's take another look. Are we feeling less choppy and less laggy? Oh, man, I'm feeling super choppy and super laggy here. I'm wondering. I think I probably got too many things going on. That's better, says Preston. Much better, says the budget golfer. Okay, so as long as it's not lagging on your side, it is what it is. I've got some chop on my end right now. Let's turn off this dock right here. Looks like Twitch is just going to have to wait another year, man. You fixed it. Slaggy still, less spazzy sorts. Still going. Kendra says yes. Robert says it's not any better. Okay. Let's see. Studio mode, settings. Stream settings, output. Let's close out some of these extra tabs. Maybe some of these tabs are what's giving us some issues. Still choppy. Output, let's do that. We'll try again. Studio mode, settings, output. Maybe it's the rescale settings. It's okay, guys. We're all good. We're all good. Just want to make sure that should be better. It's getting worse again. How about now? Someone is stealing your Wi-Fi, says Robert. Third time's a charm, maybe? Let's see. I got a replay buffer. Third time's a charm, maybe? If not, you know, this was all good and dandy earlier when I was on the Frozen Lozen. Spinning Circle of Eternal Doom. What's up, George? Eden says better. Robert says better for now. Still a bit laggy, not as bad. All right, let's try this. Let's stop stretching my system beyond its capabilities. I can see you talking. No sound now, says Lana French. A little better for now, says Robert. Dave just laughing. Ricky says no. What's going on, your local solar system fam? Unk alert, says Dave. Still laggy, and it's getting worse. Better but choppy. All right. Really hoping that this... I don't have any drop rates on my side. I'm wondering why it's doing this. Back later, says the budget golfer. Restart your computer or restart the stream. I've restarted the stream now twice. Restarted the stream now. OBS. What is going on with my OBS? Okay, let's launch. Do one piece at a time. I don't know if you guys are with me right now. I just rebooted my whole system. This is going to be, what, our third iteration of the same thing here? Here's hoping. Okay, I think this is better. I don't have any glitching. Edit video. No, let's go to analytics here and just check out where you guys are at. I think this is going to be better after the reboot, but analytics, chat, better. A lot better now. That's what I like to see. No lag. We're good. We are live. Let's effing go. Okay, so glad we got that out of the way, dude. That was rough, but that's okay. We're used to making changes on the fly. Looking much better, says Richard. Shout out to Mario. Hello to Jay Sleepy Eyes. Shout out to the gamer guy Mizzou. No lag. Let's effing go. Love it. Crystal clear, says Frymeister. Okay. Now, I am a little apprehensive to pop open any other windows at this point, but we're going to have to do it. So, let's open up my ESPN stuff. Someone said, did you not update? Did you not restart your PC for 2 weeks? Apparently, I hadn't. Let's see. So, we're in the NFL. Well, now you guys, you know what? Before I do any of that stuff, I'll get all this stuff set up in the regular time. Let's do our pregame, just because I need to get my snaps in on that as well. So this is the first game of the year, guys. Technically not a game that matters. It's just a preseason game. But to refresh your memories, guys, last year the Arizona Cardinals won 3 games. They finished the season 3-14. In case you did not know, that is the most losses in a single season ever for the Arizona Cardinals, a team that is literally the oldest team ever in the NFL. The very first football team ever in the NFL. The Morgan Athletic Club back in Chicago, back in the early 1900s, like 1902 or something like that. I don't know if my dates are exactly right, but this team has been around for over 100 years, and last year was the worst season ever in the history of their existence. The good news is it can't get any worse, right? Or can it? Offensively, guys, this team ranked 22nd when it came to points per game. Defensively, they were 29th, giving up 29 points per game, just about 29 points per game. When it comes to yards per game, the Arizona Cardinals, 327 yards per game on average, 17th in the NFL. Last season, again, finished the season with a 3-14 record last year. Now, the Cardinals, interestingly enough, last year they played 2 games, won the first 2 games of the year, one of which was against the Carolina Panthers. And after beating the Carolina Panthers in week 2 of last season, they went on a terrible skid, finishing the season, what was that, 1-14 after that? So, yeah, pretty rough season at the end of the season for the Arizona Cardinals. That's okay. Ooh, looks like we got some spam already. No way. Are you guys seriously buffering again? No way you guys are buffering again. I think should be clean on my side. GTFO, says Dave. Get out of here with that. Prepper says, what's up, dude? What up, Prepper? How you doing, man? Okay, let's pop out this chat. I'm going to have to buy even more RAM, which is crazy. It's crazy to think that I'm going to need even more more RAM on my side. Okay, thanks, Robert. Appreciate that. Okay, so those are the numbers for the Arizona Cardinals. There is one area where they were pretty good. That was defensively inside the red zone. Inside the red zone defensively, guys, they were a top 10 team. Offensively on third down conversions, believe it or not. Prepper says, Football Nation, you're coming in 5x5. Love it. Vanessa says, first NFL game for Football Nation, and it's my home team. I'm a Patriots fan, says Vanessa. Well, welcome to Football Nation. Welcome to your first live stream on this channel. For football, I should say. Make sure that my camera, I don't know why this is cutting me out right there. Why is my arm being cut off? It's a weird place to cut off. It's a weird place to cut off. Better? No, it's still there. Let's try stretching it this way. There we go. Cool. That'll work. Just wanted to make sure that I stayed inside the frames here. Okay, so for those of you guys who are just joining us right now, yes, it is the first NFL game of the season, and it is also my first game, just like all of the players, just like all of the referees, just like all of the announcers. It's preseason. We're not in mid-season form yet. We will get there soon enough. For the record, guys, moving forward this year, first of all, shout out to all the people who are helping support this channel, but I wanted to bring this graphic up here. We will be doing a lot of preseason games. That is the plan. This year, I plan to do 4 preseason games every week heading into this. Obviously, there's only the Hall of Fame game today, but that does mean we will squeeze in 12 games by the time we get to week 1, 13 games. By the time we get to week 1, we will have all of this buttoned up and ready to go by then. But just know that preseason week 1, i.e. next week on Thursday, August 13th, I got Packers and Steelers for you guys. Then I have a Friday game, Broncos-Falcons. I'll also be covering the Vikings and Giants. The plan is actually for Santino to come in and get a practice snap in right here, so you guys might get a chance to watch Santino do a live stream. Of course, he needs to agree to that if he's available for that. And then, of course, Saturday night, my Dallas Cowboys versus the Seattle Seahawks. Those are the 4 games I'll be covering this week. The other games are over here. And for those of y'all who are new to this, we are doing a weekly pick'ems, not for preseason, but the pick'ems are available now. There's a link in the description down below. Not only are we giving away $100 this week, or for week 1, not only are we giving away $100 for week 1, we are also giving away the Troy Aikman signed football. So we are going to be giving this one away. I actually have the case being delivered today for this, so at some point during this live stream, we are going to be doing that. If you guys want to sign up for the weekly pick'ems, you can check out the website, www.footballnationusa.com, or you can use the links in the description down below. Cool. Shout out to all the channel members who survived the offseason. I love you guys. Your names are up here to reflect that. Brandy, Courtney, Gary, Jeremy, JT, John, Little Miss, Lorinda, Robert, Steve, Val, thank y'all so very much, but the list goes on. Our touchdown level members, Victoria, we got DJ, David, and the list is here. It is all alphabetical from Victoria. Ask Victoria all the way to Valhalla. Appreciate every single one of you. Not just those channel members at the touchdown or at the championship level, but nice rock and roll. Victoria just talking about it. Look at that. How about that? Also, shout out to the first down channel members. The list actually grew during the offseason, and I've now gone from size 20 font to size 16 font to try to fit the 130-plus channel members that we've now got at the first down level. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If anything, you guys deserve gold jackets. Speaking of the gold jacket, folks, we will have 5 inductees officially getting inducted on Saturday, not today, to the Hall of Fame. Well, they'll have their speeches and their busts revealed. We will talk about that during our halftime break. We've still got about 10 minutes until halftime. Have not completed the pregame here, so let's run through our pregame. The home team today, even though this game is in Canton, Ohio, the home team today is Carolina. The Panthers are the away team. Robert says he's got some buffering again. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of lag, do we? Ooh, I do see a little bit of lag on that side. I'm wondering why. You know, It's gonna go back and forth. I think it's any time that I bring up these new graphics that it's doing that. You know what I could do is roll it back from 60 frames per second to 30 frames per second. Their actual heads, more buffering, says Drago. Let's see if I can't go to the stream settings and the output settings. I might need to drop it to 30 frames per second. Wonder if I do a speed test. You're good for now. Good here, says Steve. I thought it was on my end, says Pabby Man. No, I see it, man. It's looking a little grainy on that end on the YouTube side. Wonder if I might have broke something. Or if I'm even using the right encoder. I might need to switch my encoders here. Kick me out, says Kendra Bailey. Welcome, Kendra. 10 minutes before halftime? 10 minutes before kickoff here. Sorry, my bad. We got 10 minutes before kickoff. You're good for now, Roderick. Oh, yeah. Those FPSs might need to be changing here. All good for now. Let's click live. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling okay right now. Not overly confident, but that's okay. Fine down here in Peru, says David. Bienvenidos. The spam is causing the lag, says No Dice. Rank 24. Says Jesus Santiago, second down and goal. We're getting ready to say that. I'm excited to go back to saying first down and break and those kinds of things. So let's see if I can't change these settings, because if I need to put it in 60 frames per second, we're definitely going to put it in 60 FPS. Output, stream. Let's see. Advanced. 1 second delay. Where do I go for my FPS? Video. Output. Video. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't change that while I'm live here. Okay. Stream encoder. Might need to make some changes. Let's see. Thanks, Pabby Man. It's all right, guys. We'll figure some stuff out. Mario, would be awesome if you did a Cowboys stream somewhere in San Antonio, maybe a barbecue place or at a bar. There is a place that I would decide to do something like that at, and it would be what's going on, M. Knight? Appreciate you, bro. It would probably be at Tandem San Antonio. By the way, in case anybody is wondering, did Mario go out and spend a ton of money on suits and blah, blah, blah? No. I did go out and buy some new suits, but they're secondhand suits, guys. They're all secondhand suits. Like, it's even got the name of whoever the suit this was before. Just cut out. But whoever this was had good taste and was built just right. Wasn't me. First ever football game. I watched basketball with you. Hope the NFL is hype. 8 minutes says no dice. Gotta wait on my woman. Great year ahead. Big numbers, says Steve. That's what I'm hoping for, Steve. Honestly, man, it would be super cool to rewrite some record books this year. Let's get the chat overlay one more time. So I had to restart the system. Smart man, says M. Knight. The Johnny Knoxville suit? Yeah. Looking like new money, bro. Looking like new money. Looks can be deceiving. They play on October 8th. Spurs, 7 p.m., says Monique. Love recycling at its finest, says Lana French. I was going to say, Mario been suit shopping in the offseason. On a budget, bro. On a budget. And it's a good thing that I didn't blow money on suits, too, because not that anybody needs to know this. My wife was just in a car accident. She's okay. We're going to need a new car, so not what I was planning to invest my money in, but things happen, and that's why we got it. So, okay, guys, let's take a look at the Arizona Cardinals starting 11. Front 11 here, guys. Now, today, it is not going to be Jacoby Brissett or Jeremiah Love, but it is implied that these two guys will be getting the start for the regular season. Instead, today, for the Arizona Cardinals, instead of Jacoby Brissett, we will be seeing Carson Beck here today. And at running back, for the record, guys, if you're playing fantasy football, you do not want any part of this backfield. You've got Trey Benson, you've got James Conner, you've got Jeremiah Love, and now Tyler Algier as well. My guess is we're probably going to end up seeing someone like Evan Hull get a few carries here today, maybe Corey Kinner going to get a few carries here today. I don't expect either of these two guys in the backfield to get any touches today. Wide receivers for this Arizona Cardinals offense. Wide receiver 1, Marvin Brickhands Harrison. Wide receiver 2, on the other side, number 14, Michael Wilson, and Kendrick Bourne going to be the wide receiver 3 for this Arizona Cardinals offense. During the regular season, we'll probably not see any of them here today, and if we do see these starters here today, it's probably only going to be just for a little tune-up. Trey McBride going to be your big tight end out there, and your offensive line here at left tackle, number 70. You've got John. It's actually a different number that I got listed here. It's Paris Johnson. Paris Johnson Jr., your left tackle. Your left guard, Isaac Seumalo. At center is going to be Froholt. At right guard, Adams. And at right tackle, Wilkinson. This is going to be your offense for the Arizona Cardinals. By the way, I think we only did one Cardinals game last year. Defense, you'll notice a couple of changes here. You got a Lions player now in the starting lineup and a Jaguars player now in the starting lineup. But on the left side, you will see Sweat. Then Lopez at left defensive tackle. Other defensive tackle is Nolan, and right defensive end is Robinson. Your 3 linebackers in the 4-3 formation, Simon, Wilson Sr., and Collins. Your 2 corners for today, Johnson and Burke, and your 2 safeties are Wingard and Baker. This makes up the Cardinals' defense. Nobody here that is super exciting. Brickhands Bro does not sound like a good nickname. It's not. It's not a good nickname. Marvin Brickhands Harrison. I don't know if you've watched any film from training camp, guys, but it does not look good. He's had dimes dropped at his jersey number, and he is dropping passes like crazy. However, there is a new head coach in town here. New head coach Mike LaFleur. That is the man who's going to hopefully take the Arizona Cardinals to the promised land. However, it is a very crowded NFC West right now with the LA Rams pretty clear favorites. Behind them, of course, you've got the Seattle Seahawks, and there's not much room there for the Arizona Cardinals to try to squeeze in a playoff berth, so good luck with that. The next 5 games coming up for Arizona. Week 1 of the preseason will be against the Raiders. Week 2 of the preseason against my Cowboys. Week 3 of the preseason against the Packers. We'll have week 1 of the regular season against the Chargers, and week 2 against the Seahawks. So, this is the schedule here for the Arizona Cardinals. Taking a look now and pivoting to the Carolina Panthers. Carolina, interestingly enough, had a losing record and still managed to win the NFC South. was not great for the Falcons, not a good year for the Saints, not a good year for the Buccaneers. The NFC South, arguably the weakest division in all of football, but this team with a losing record managed to slip in. They are 27th when it comes to points per game and 16th when it comes to points per game allowed. That might sound good, but they're putting up 19 points and conceding 23. That's a losing recipe. They're also only putting up 297 yards and giving up 331. When it comes to yards per play, they are still giving up more yards per play. When it comes to third down efficiency, the third down efficiency is pretty bad. To opposing offenses, they're allowing third down conversions at almost 50%. Meanwhile, they're barely cracking 30, or they're about 30 and a half, 35. Red zone efficiency. They don't get there often, but when they do get to the red zone, they're not half bad. Shout out to Drago saying, hello, Mr. Host. By the time you get this, I'll be in front of my TV to watch this game because I'm getting way too much freezing and buffering here. Okay, no worries, man, but I'll talk to you later, says Drago Balboa. You guys all getting buffering right now? Is this a legitimate problem that we're having here? Is this an issue you guys are dealing with? How long is left on Dak's contract? Any way we can block these bots? We can put it in slow mode. Let's see. Go Spurs Go, says Monique. Carrie says no buffering on her side. I'm not seeing much buffering on my end either on my live stream. Orale, Super Mario, que onda, says Mega Man. What's up, Mega Man? No lag there. No buffering, says DJ Gene. It looks great in Puerto Vallarta, says The Budget. CJ Banning, what's going on? Dave, hello. Robert says all good for now. Shout out to Drago Balboa. Hey, man, love the new photo that you put in there. By the way, I did see your email, brother, and I did not get a chance to reply. I'm really sorry. After I restarted it, it was fine, says Lana French. Rock and roll. Cool. Let's see. What's your favorite San Antonio Spurs new team? What's your favorite San Antonio Spurs new team? I don't know what that means, Monique, but I'm here for it. Shout out to the Supers. Shout out to Daniel, who sent a loot box. Shout out to Daniel Maldonado. Mr. Maldonado Perez, welcome back, bro. Welcome back to another year. Welcome back to another year, dude. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Jason says locking in. Megan says, who am I cheering for today? Megan, it's a good question. I'm honestly just cheering for good football. I do want to see what Carson Beck is going to look like coming into this. I also want to see if Ted McMillan is going to get any catches or any targets today. I don't believe that they're going to start Bryce Young today. Instead, well, let's take a look at the offense right now. So, Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, these are your starting players in the backfield. I probably expect to see Haynes King. Haynes King, the rookie out of Georgia Tech. Kenny Pickett might get a couple of snaps here today, guys. But again, it's the Hall of Fame game. Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett, and Haynes King. That is what makes up the Carolina Panthers quarterback room. So not a whole lot of depth at quarterback right now, but should Bryce Young go down, you know you might be able to get a couple of wins out of Kenny Pickett. Right now they are introducing the Hall of Fame players. Drew Brees is the first to walk the field right now. Man, we got a ton of these bots coming in today. This is absolutely cuckoo bananas. Thank you, Jack. Haven't been live for a while, says Ryan. Yeah, Ryan, it's been a while for us too, man. For sure. Dallas' schedule looks hard. Poor Dak. Starters aren't playing for either team tonight, says AZ Saturner. That's probably wise. I think that's the smart thing for them to do. I couldn't imagine that they would want to. By the way, here are the projected positions for all the teams across the divisions. I don't know if I agree with all of these. I don't know if I believe the Ravens are going to be better than the Cincinnati Bengals. I actually have the Cincinnati Bengals as the #1 team in the AFC North. We'll talk about all of this as the game goes on. It's football, man. It ain't going to be just me rambling back and forth. I'll get a lot of time to do. But you know what, Robert? Hang on. Robert brings up a good point. Let's make a quick edit here. See if we can't stop these bots from harassing us here. We'll refresh this page. See if we can't stop these bots from harassing us. Let's go to edit. Customization. Slow mode, we'll do 5 seconds. Okay. That should help deter some of the bots. That should help deter some of the bots. We'll see how that goes, though. Whoa. Cool. Rock and roll. I got to turn off that. Go back to live. That's fine. 5 seconds? Yeah, that's better. Much love says hello. 5 seconds. Yeah, it's just every 5 seconds. Shouldn't allow you to do multiple inputs there, but that should help clear out these bots. They might drop 1 or 2 here. I'm here, thankfully. Dude, I'm here for you, Robert. Robert, thank you. Thanks for checking in. Okay. So, Carolina Panthers. Someone mentioned the starters aren't going to be starting today. That's okay. I don't expect the starters to be starting today. Anyways, what I do expect is to see something of a good performance out of Carolina Panthers third strings. Guys, here's the look at this. I'm going to just show you what my list is. This right here is way more than 53 players. Just this list right here, this is defense and special teams alone. For the record, in 2 weeks' time, these teams will have to trim down 2 pages, over 100 players, down to a 53-man roster. That is what these games are for. It is not for the starters. It is to find out who the heck is going to be good enough to make this team. One of the players I'm actually really excited to see right now is on the defensive side. He's not going to be a starter for this team this year, but he could be brought up. He's currently listed as number 2. It's Elijah Garcia. We did the football camp with him 2 years in a row. He is 2 years in a row been in my intro videos. He is lining up as a defensive end on either side in this 3-4 formation, and because it's preseason, I do expect to see Elijah on the field here today. So shout out to my boy from San Antonio, Elijah Garcia, who is currently on this Carolina Panthers roster. Cool. Let's see. Go Cardinals, says Jetter. Welcome back to the NFL, says your local solar system fan. Papa Mike says, let's go. Shout out to Arian Robbie. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you checking in. Mario greater than Collinsworth and dressed better than him, too. No, actually, I do need to get this tailored out, this little short on the sleeves right now, but we'll work on this. Jimmy Horn going to score a touchdown. Let's see. 100% golfer. By the way, speaking of golfers, AZ Saturner, game hasn't started yet, but I did get a very cool care package from one of you guys. Shout out to Max Daly, who sent over a care package for a brand, Travis Matthew. I'm going to cover up my home address. But he sent in this care package here, and he filled it with hats and shirts and a tote bag and all kinds of really, really thoughtful things. He wrote a whole letter to me and sent me this really cool care package. And right now, the shirt that I'm currently wearing, this shirt right here, this collared shirt right there, this is a Travis Matthew shirt. So shout out to Max Daly. Shout out to Travis Matthew. Shout out to all of you guys in the community who have dropped some swag and sent me beautiful, like, you guys are freaking awesome, man. Like, wife approved, says Christina. She comes in and she says, psst, wife approved. Anyways, the reason I say that, someone mentioned golf. A Saturner said 100% golfer. A lot of the gear here, Travis Matthew, is golf apparel. I've got a couple of golf jackets. I got a couple of golf hats. I got a couple of really cool shorts and, like, really cool things for the golf course. So there you go. Anyways, okay. Let's see. Ryan says, I hate you, Mario. Why would you hate me? I don't even know who you are. Kidding, Ryan. Welcome back. Christina, Lucinda's in the chat. What up, Lucinda? How are you? All right. Big style. Yeah, man, things are changing, dude. This channel is changing, and I'm just so glad to be back, guys. I totally botched the pregame. It's okay. We had some glitching errors. Shout out to Dave Canales, second year with this team, guys. 13 regular season wins. He's done 2 seasons. This will be the 3rd year now with the Carolina Panthers. 8 of those wins came last year. for the Carolina Panthers, 21 regular season losses, so he's definitely got to figure something out. They did get the first division title in 10 years this past year, just so you guys know. And he was the wide receiver coach for the Carolina Panthers. He was the wide receiver coach for the Seattle Seahawks when they won that Super Bowl. The next 5 games for the Carolina Panthers. Week 1, preseason, Panthers at Bills. Week 2 of preseason, Panthers at Jaguars. Week 3 of preseason, Texans at Panthers. The Panthers and the Cardinals are the only 2 teams in the NFL who will play 4 preseason games, and arguably the only 2 teams in the NFL that could really use a 4th preseason game. So regular season will start for this team on the 13th, Sunday, September 13th against the Bears. Ooh, Chihuahua, the Bears, a good squad. I think they'll be just as good, if not better, than they were last year. And then they've got a divisional matchup there against the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be a tough game for the Carolina Panthers as well. Quick apples-to-apples head-to-head comparison before this kickoff happens here, guys, and kickoff is coming in hot right now. But these 2 quarterbacks, the starting quarterbacks, Jacoby Brissett and Bryce Young, you can see their numbers by comparison. Not a whole lot separating the 2 players from last year. It's actually pretty close besides the sacks taken. But, yeah. Thanks, Arian Robbie. Appreciate you. Can't wait to see how my Pittsburgh Steelers look this year. Sheila says, football, Paul, and Mario, what a great combination for the Hall of Fame games. Gold tie clip, that's right, Mr. Gene. Texas Guns says, I'm glad your channel is doing so great things. Appreciate you, Texas Guns. Your fellow San Antonians rock and roll. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Etienne and Anthony Tyus III going to be the players to return this kick. And as we had some issues prior, we'll get all of this settled in. But this opening kickoff for the Hall of Fame game is here, and the possession will go to the Carolina Panthers. There is the opening kickoff of the game, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. And down at the 25-yard line we go, as that is going to be brought out this time by Carolina. So taking the field, it will be Kenny Pickett, starting quarterback for this Carolina Panthers squad. And Kenny Pickett, 5th season in the NFL, 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft by the Steelers. He signed a 1-year contract during this offseason with the Carolina Panthers. It's his 5th team in 5 seasons. Kenny Pickett, break! They line up. Let's get our drive charts and those things that you guys are used to seeing out here. We'll get the drive chart here. We've got ourselves a snap out of the pistol, a throw, and a catch. This is going to be a carry, a catch out to about the 32-yard line. Call that a gain of 7. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. So 2nd down and 3 coming up, and I'm definitely behind the 8 ball here. Let's go to keep the score. Get my scoreboard for the NFL game going on right now and get the clock ticking. Okay, so you guys can see this. We're looking at a 2nd down right now, this time from the 31-yard line. It's actually a 2nd down and 4. I start the clock right now. 2nd down and 4. And here's a throw and a catch right here going to be made on the right-hand side. Looks like this one is going to be Sanders who makes the grab. Jatavian Sanders makes the catch. Kenny Pickett with the completion. Looks like a 2-yard gain. It brings up a 3rd down and 2. It's like a 3rd down and 2 coming up as this game gets started. What's up, guys? All right. So those of y'all who are with me, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to slowly and meticulously make sure that all of my graphics are set in place. But they're calling it a 3rd down and 1. Football at the 34-yard line. The line to gain is the 35 out of the shotgun with a man to the left. Kenny Pickett is wrapped up and he's dropped. And this will bring up a 4th down, a loss of a couple yards. Great play made there by the big man. Looks like this time it's going to be Andrew Billings who makes the tackle here. Scratch that. Looks like that's going to be the tackle made by Zach Carter. No, I think that was Billings. That was definitely Billings. 95, big boy, man. Tell you what, Andrew Billings drops in here. 10-year, man, 340 pounds. And it looks like we're going to get a punt now from Sam Martin. So Martin's getting ready to punt this back to the from the Panthers to the Cardinals. Fourth down becomes a kickoff and a return out to the 20. Call it the 23, and down at the 23-yard line we go. Possession has changed hands to the Arizona Cardinals. Carson Beck now about to take the field, guys. 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Arizona Cardinals. All right. Whoa, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's go to ESPN. Let's get our drive chart pulled up right now. We'll figure this one out. All of this in real time as we make our changes here. All righty, folks. From the 23-yard line, Carson Beck takes the snap, looks to the left, and fires this one right out to the left-hand side. Looks like this time it's a catch for Kenny Yeboah. So Kenny Yeboah makes the first grab of the day right now for this Arizona Cardinals team. Let's see. All right. So a drive chart down below. I'll get your stats here in just a moment. Here's the snap this time. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. It's a run to the right-hand side. And it looks like Knight is going to pick up a few yards. So a couple of yards for Bam Bam. This will bring up a 3rd down. And again, all of this, guys, we're working on getting back into preseason form. So if I'm a little rusty, excuse me. If I'm a little rusty, just excuse me. So it looks like a 4-yard run going to be made right there. And the ball is currently placed at the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 3. Here is the snap. Carson Beck looks to the right, doesn't like that. Looks to the left, doesn't like that either. He runs, takes it with his legs, gets past the 1st down marker, and for the first time this year, 1st down. A 1st down for the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals convert here on 3rd down and 3. Carson Beck picks up 4 yards. Football is now 3 plays in. It was a 3-yard run for Carson Beck. We're going to have to lock a few things down. 34-yard line. It's a handoff here to Bam Knight once more. Bam Bam going to pick up 3 yards on that play. It brings up a 2nd down and 7, moving the football out now to the Arizona 37-yard line. Football at the Arizona 37. Rusty. Good run, Beck, says Scott. NFL is back. Let's effing go. I'll get your stats over here on the right-hand side real quick as well. All right, guys, 2nd down and 7. Single back formation. Carson Beck play action. Looks up the middle. Throws it. Catch made at about the 41. This time the catch is made by Rivaldo Fairweather. Fairweather, his 2nd year, technically speaking here. Auburn, the man out of Auburn, makes the grab. That'll be good enough to bring up a 3rd down and 2 at the Arizona 42. So 3rd down and 2 at the Arizona 42. 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter of this Hall of Fame game. 42-yard line shotgun formation on 3rd down and 2. A look to the right, a throw, and a pass broken up right here. Looking for Brooks on the play. Defensive stop going to be made this time. Looks like Will Lee gets his hand in. Will Lee, the 3rd, breaks that one up. And guess what? It brings up a 4th down. So 4th down now. Let's see, settings. Here's what we'll do. Here is what we will do. So this one needs to switch to CBS. Cool. This is what you guys have been used to for the last few years. We'll shrink this down. Looks like the punt team is out. They're going to send this one all the way back here. And it looks like it's going to take a bounce. Not really going to do much right there. And the ball is now down. Okay, so a couple things here, guys. Looks like the kick, 67 yards from the Arizona 35. And a first TV timeout. Thank goodness. Shout out to Gary for being a channel member. 18 months, says hello, Mario. What's up, Gary? How are you? Are we struggling a little bit? Yeah, we're struggling a little bit. That's okay. Guys, it's all about positivity. It's all about positivity. Just FYI, right side full black. Your gray background is extended wider than the team's logos. Yes, Eden Malik, that is part of the layers. I'm 100% aware of what we need here. I was just trying to bring the audio play into perspective. All right. So this seems like a good place to start. What do we think about that? I feel good about that. So now let's bring up, that's OneDrive chart. I was trying to set up something else earlier, guys, which is, and this is the first NFL game of the year, so I haven't had chances to really test any of the technology right now. We're doing a live test, which is never really a smart thing to do, but we're doing it because we're crazy. We're doing it because we're crazy. The technology change that I was trying to bring, guys, would be to prevent the spoilers, because you're going to see here that the chains have already moved. I have not seen that on my TV screen yet, but there are probably some of you who do see that on your TV screens. I don't have that on mine just yet. Okay, ESPN going to be... Let's see. No, not this one. No, not this one. How about this one? Nope, not this one. Coño, pero tú estás jodón. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando aquí? ¿Qué es lo que? Bueno, vamos a hacer eso. Ven. How about new tab? Bet. Cool. Okay. So please stand by. Coming back from the commercial break right now. Football, Owl on the prowl. Freimeister. I'm Rusty too, Mario. I just remembered the like button and smash, says Jack. Mario joined the Mafia during the offseason. Hey! You didn't hear that from me. Hey, I'm walking over here. Yeah, big whoop. I joined the Mafia. Want to fight about it? Kidding. Kidding. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring up not one but two drive charts like we always do on this channel. Something that we've grown accustomed to. Here is the snap on a 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line. It looks like that is not going to do much here. Try to bring this down. I need to stretch some of this out a little bit. Make these a little bit wider. And guys, again, just a work in progress. Yeah, that's probably fine right there. Not one, but two. So I got a 2nd down and 12 at the Carolina 1-yard line. You can see that down below. You can see that down below. Thanks, Dwight. Appreciate you, sir. All right, so a 2nd down and 12, and I still got to get used to the scoreboard here too, guys. It's been a while. It's been a while. Reset. I also didn't stop the clock, so I got to get used to that. Dude, I got to get used to that. Here's the snap, looking up the middle, throwing up the middle, almost throwing an interception. Kenny Pickett lucky to get away with that one. 2nd and 12 becomes 3rd down and 12. Woo. All right, possession is changed to Panthers. Should be good right now. Kenny with incompletion. Mario, someone asked about sponsoring Football Nation. Who was it? Courtney, curious. Courtney says to scroll up. We'll have to take a look at that. Guys, if y'all want to reach out to me, Drive Chart 1 is better than none. Here's a flag coming in, first flag of the preseason coming in from the line judge. They're going to call this a full start against the offense. It's going to be a replay of this 3rd down, half the distance to the goal. It's 3rd down and 12 from the 1-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 12 again from the half-yard line. We're at the 1, at the half, if you will. Arizona and Carolina, neither have scored. So that penalty did stop the clock with 9:09. Here's the snap. Kenny Pickett airs this thing out. It's a deep throw upfield. Flag coming in. That's going to be a pass interference. It'll stop the clock again with 9:03. So flag on the play. That's right. I got a flag button. Flag on the play. It is going to be pass interference. Here's the call. pass interference. Defense, number 13. That's going to be an automatic first down. So, number 13, Clark, commits a pass interference against the Carolina Panthers. Panthers have just been awarded a first down after that play. So it's now 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Carolina Panthers. Football has been marked down at the 32-yard line from the right hash in a shotgun formation. Kenny Pickett takes the snap, turns around, puts that in the belly of his running back. It looks like it'll be a 2-yard gain before getting stuffed at about the 34-yard line. This will bring up a 2nd down and 8. So 2nd down and 8, we'll start the clock once again. Okay, starting to get back into the swing of it. Cool tool, says I am Nickelodeon. It is a cool tool, isn't it? You got the flag you can bring up. When it's time for kickoffs, you can bring up the kickoffs and show like the field goal attempts and the distances on there. Here's the snap again. 2nd down and 8. Pickett, check down throw. This play will end up going backwards. There's a flag on the play. Catch made by Trevor Etienne. It's going to be a play for a loss of 1, but there's a flag on this. Let's see what the official says now. So glad to be getting a couple of preseason snaps in right now. Duncan Stewart, you're right. I'm rusty, brother. I'm rusty. All right, y'all. Here's the call. Holding on the offense. That penalty will be declined. And on 2nd down and 8, the declined penalty will bring up a 3rd down and 8. So it was a holding on the offense. Albert Reese going to be the man charged with that one. 3rd down coming up. The TV changed it to a 3rd down and 9. Football marked back at the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation with motion on the field for Carolina once more. The Panthers take the snap, dropping back, looking left, looking right. Pickett up the middle here. And it looks like Sanders will be stopped on that play. So, short gain right here. Jatavian Sanders does add another catch, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. So we've now got ourselves a 4th down situation here. This will bring up a 4th down. Looks like it's not going to be enough to move the stick, so it's a 4th down and 4. Whoops, wrong way. 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Dude, it's okay. It's all right. We're good. We're good. 4th down and 4. At the Carolina 38, the snap. Here's the punt team from the 38-yard line, shy of midfield. Carolina boots this away to Arizona. It takes a bounce. It takes another bounce. It takes another bounce. And it's going to be wrapped up here at about the 2-yard line. So it'll be a 1st down, 1st and 10. The clock will stop with 7:12. 1st and 10 coming up for the Cardinals. Couple drives in. Starting to get a little back into the motion here, back into how we do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, says Gary. Gary, we're not even worried about that right now, dude. Only thing I'm worried about is making sure that I get you guys the best play calling. And, well, that's all that's important. What's up, chat? How are you guys today? My feet hurt, says let's go. It's preseason football. Lots of flags will happen in this game, says Jeff. I agree. Looking good today, says Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. Cheers to you. By the way, guys, if y'all are interested in checking out some of the new stuff that we've got, how about that? I'm just here for the effing vibes. If you need a koozie, we've got them. Haven't actually put these up for sale yet, but super cool. Very, very cool. I actually have a box of these downstairs, 1,000 of them, so we got to get rid of these. Going to be actually giving those out as part of our prizes when we do our pick'ems. These are just going to be, I'm literally going to be handing these out all season long, guys. I actually have a new section in the website. Couple of changes there. There's a trivia section in the website. Needs a little revamping, but I got it. We got a trivia section in the website. DJ says, I saw some fake news about 4-point field goals. It happens. Nice point, says Jason. It's football, says CJ Manning. What's up, man? LOL at the Burger King commercial. Joseph says, what's up? John says, what's up? Grant is that guy, says your voice is spectacular, sir. Thank you, Grant. I appreciate you, my friend. You know what? I'm wondering if my AI new automation tools can set up a brand new drive chart. Like an actual drive chart. Ooh, I bet I can pull API files and do one where the delay is built in. Oh, dude, I just came up with literally $1 million idea. I think I can actually put that together. Wow, dude, let's go. Okay, by the way, there's some really cool automation tools out there that are so cool. Your new merch would be great with my Football Nation hoodie, says Glitch No Mo. Hey, we're glitching No Mo too. All right, y'all. Well, that was a quick commercial break. Appreciate you, says GF or G from SD. G from SD, appreciate you, man. I am Nickelodeon saying I'm ready for some football. Me too. I want one, says Gary. What's a 4-point play, says Dave. Well, so the UFL, DJ Jean brought this up in our group chat earlier. The UFL has introduced a 4-point field goal after 60 yards. Motion on the field right now, Arizona on the 4-yard line. Flag comes in immediately from every official. Looks like a false start will be called here. False start against Arizona. It'll be half the distance to the goal, so it'll be 1st down and 12 coming up on the false start there from Yaboa. Football is our therapist. I can get behind that. I feel that, bro. I'm with you on that. Do you feel me, Brian? Oh, it's great to be back. 1st and 10, handoff to the right side, and it looks like Bam Knight will get back those exact 2 yards that they just lost. 1st down and 10 becomes 2nd down. Excuse me, 1st down and 12 becomes 2nd down and 10. There we go. Cool. So we've also got the black setup here because a lot of people who watch this live stream, they're truck drivers. The glare is very difficult. I also changed a couple of things up top. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Looks like on 2nd down and 10. It's going to be, looks like maybe a 2-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd down and 8. So 3rd down and 8 coming up right now. I'm going to have to change a few things around to reorient myself. Welcome to First Downs. Welcome to Unky James. Fist bumps to you, brother. Appreciate you. Frymeister's here for the Effin' Vibes. Cheers. We've got a 3rd down and 7. There's the snap. Looking right. Throwing right. Beck finds a man. Caught 30, 40. Big gain right there by Brooks. It's a catch and a Cardinals 1st down. First big play of the day. Carson Beck lays this one out, and it is caught by Brooks on the far right-hand side. He cooks the defense on the play, caught flat-footed Will Lee, absolutely destroyed on that play. Great catch upfield by Jalen Brooks. The ball will be placed now at the Arizona Cardinals 42-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, a look to the left, and now Carson Beck is starting to heat up. He finds Weaver on the left-hand side, who picks up a handful of yards. This will bring up a 2nd down and about 6. Big 1st down play. They're calling it a 2nd down and 7, by the way. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Cool, man. Feels good. Ball's at the 45-yard line here. Looks more like a 2nd down, and yeah, it's about 2nd down and 7. 45-yard line, single back formation, a snap, a handoff, a run right up the middle, and Bam Knight will pick up enough for, looks like a 1st down to me. It sure is. Another Arizona Cardinals 1st down. Let's go. All right, Bam Bam continues. Good run and good counter. He was trying to find the gaps there. There were very few gaps there for Bam Knight. He decided to cut back across the field there, managed to turn that into a decent gain. It's now a 1st and 10 coming up here in enemy territory for the first time today. The Cardinals, Carson Beck looks right, throws right, catch made on that side. This time, the tight end making a play. Looks like it's Jamison Gears who makes the grab, courtesy of Carson Beck. That's another completion that he can add to the list. So Carson Beck's completions, you're going to start seeing these stack up over here on the right-hand side. Rob, you're not wrong about that. Bam, bam night. Football is back, says Zin's World. Excited to see all the backups this preseason. I wouldn't say I'm excited to see the backups, but I don't mind seeing them right now. It's been so long. 2nd down and 5. A rocket drilled up the middle. It looks like that's going to be enough for a first down. It looked like it was a 2nd down and 5. Carson Beck rifles this up the middle of the field. And that catch, that's definitely made right there. That's a beautiful catch by Jalen Brooks. Well done. So Jalen Brooks through traffic makes a big grab here. Now Carson Beck is 6 of 7. We're at the Carolina Panthers 25-yard line approaching the red zone. Looks like 1st and 10 now becomes 2nd down. It's a 2nd down and maybe 6 here. Looks like a 4-yard gain. Brooks cooks. Hopefully the new NFL season we don't see so much running up the middle. That doesn't work sometimes. Fantastic arm, says 2026. Yeah, man, Carson Beck for Miami. 16 starts, made it all the way to the championship game where he lost to Fernando Mendoza last year for Miami. Or Mendoza, obviously, for the Indiana Hoosiers. Carson Beck for Miami. I got a 2nd down and 7 from the 21. With 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Beck looks to the right, delivers to the right. The catch is made shy of the line to gain. Looks like it's going to be almost all the way. 3rd down and 1 being dialed up here. This does put us inside the red zone, folks. So, for the first time this season, we are inside the red zone. Down at the 16-yard line. It's a 3rd down and 1. Real NFL football? Really, says Pebble? Really, Pebble? Really? 3rd down and 1. Motion on the field. It's going to be a snap and a handoff left-hand side. Get out of the way. It's Bam Knight who converts. It's another Arizona Cardinals. 1st down. 1st down, Cardinals. Arizona gets it. By the way, this is cool and all, but I actually prefer the old scoreboard where we had both of the numbers over there. I don't like having to shift my eyes left and right, so I moved it back over here. Time is on that side, guys. It's a 1st and 10 coming up right now after that conversion. Just lined up right now at the 13-yard line on 1st and 10. The snap comes in. Beck turns around and hands this off to the other running back. Looks like this time it'll be a carry for Corey Kinner. The carry goes for some decent, respectable yardage here with 50 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 6 coming up now. Oh, man. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks, man. We'll get you guys some. 2nd down and 6. Cardinals break. Carson Beck plugs in the mouthpiece. Looks like inside the 10-yard line. Beck takes it. 4-man rush comes in. Beck up the middle. Caught. They're calling this just shy of a touchdown. Just short of a touchdown. It'll be a catch this time. The running back makes a grab. It's Corey Kinner who makes another grab here for the Arizona Cardinals. If I'm Arizona, I'm not committing another snap right now as the clock winds down. But it's going to be a 1st and goal coming up right now. Ooh, that's really close. An incredible stop there by the Panthers defense. This will take us to the end of the first quarter, guys, and we get a 1st and goal when we get back. So 1st and goal when we get back. We're chilling. Blazing Sports League. What's up, dude? All right, guys. So, first quarter, it felt like it kind of flew by. That's okay. It's all good. Quarter number 2 coming up now. Let's see, Carson Beck was mid at Georgia/Miami. Unless he cuts down the turnovers, he won't make it. My humble opinion, says Crunch Time. Keep pounding, baby, says MK Washington. Shout out to Nightingale Swan. Hello, Swan. That was fast. That's what I'm saying, man. Freimeister said 1st down. Haven't watched your lives since the NBA Finals. Did you not watch any of the World Cup streams? I did like 100 soccer games. It's like 85 soccer games. We did a ton of soccer games. Anybody in this chat right now, guys? Anybody over here in this chat right now discover this channel during the FIFA World Cup? Curious. Feels so good to watch football. That's what I'm saying, Bo. Let's see. Do you recommend betting on players on these first games? No, I do not. Absolutely not. I would stay far, far away. I stay far, far away from most gambling anyways. But I definitely would stay away from these preseason games. Brando, welcome back, sir. All right, man. Back to the NFL. Feels good. Found it during the World Cup, says Zinsworld. Did you? I could have sworn you've been here for longer. Yes, me and my sister, says Holden. Elke. What's up, Holden? Appreciate you. Welcome back. Cool, man. This is America, brother. No soccer talk. Unless it's Major League Soccer, in which case it's still America. Let's see. Found you in 2024, says JF94. Nightingale says we're back. It's funny hearing Mario talking NFL. Man, it's good to be back in the NFL, guys. Good to be back here. I'm with you, Just Max. Fist bumps, brother. Fist bumps to you, sir. Damn, we are all super excited. I miss you speaking Spanish, says Dog. Well, Dog, don't you worry, sir. Dingo, or Doggin. Doggin, I got you, Doggin. He says his name's Doggity's hoes. We need quarantine. We in the same league, but we don't ball the same. Woo! She want all the fame. I hear that all the time. Okay. Let's get back into this game. It's a 1st and goal coming up from the 1-yard line here for the Arizona Cardinals. Knock, knock, knocking on the Panthers' door. It's going to be a snap and a handoff to the left, and it looks like the legs keep turning, and it's going to be the first touchdown of the preseason, ladies and gentlemen. We get our first touchdown of the year. It's good to be back. Touchdown, Cardinals. The one-play score right now. Carson Beck turns around and puts that right into the belly of his running back. Corey Kiner finds a way in, and it's going to be a 6-0 game right now as we enter this second quarter. 5 seconds in. Here comes the extra point attempt, guys. Extra point attempt coming up from the left hash this time. Special teams putting this one up this time. It's Chad Ryland. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So, the score is now 7-0, baby. 7-0. 7-0. Vamos con Español. Well, there will be a game in Mexico, guys, so no worries there. So, that was a successful extra point attempt. They are introducing some of these players. Did I download? I definitely downloaded those files. Let's take a quick look. So, let's see. A couple of things that I could show off right now during this quick commercial break. The international games that you may have seen during this World Cup, and I actually brought this up during the end of the NBA season. But just so y'all know, guys, the first Thursday night game of the year is actually a game taking place in Melbourne, Australia. So you know, in case you did not know, the very first game of this calendar year is actually happening on a Wednesday. It's September 9th. But Thursday, September 10th, Thursday Night Football, 49ers and Rams. Very solid game right there between two California teams in the NFC West. Then in week 3, guys, we'll skip a week and then go back international. September 27th, my Dallas Cowboys will play the Baltimore Ravens in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Then there will be 3 London games in weeks 4, 5, and 6. Week 7, a game in Paris between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. No international game in week 8. Week 9, Bengals and Falcons in Madrid. Week 10, Patriots and Lions in Munich. And Week 11, Vikings and 49ers in Mexico City. For those of you guys who want that Spanish, Week 9, Week 11, pueden esperar porque ahí voy a estar para contribuir en cualquier idioma que prefieres. All right, we'll turn off this sound here. We're going to get the scrolling text updated here. How about fantasy right now? Scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, guys. There's the kickoff. Here's the return. The 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, down at about the 32-yard line. A good kickoff return for Mechie. Looks like Mechie gets a carry right there. Bro, Dallas and Brazil is craziness. I know, Unky James. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Touchdown. This isn't the Weather Channel, says Johnny Simpson. This isn't the Weather Channel. In Argentina, there's only soccer. Football. Football. De River. It's all river down there. All right, guys. It's actually the 33-yard line. I got myself a 1st and 10 here for the Carolina Panthers. Panthers going to run this one up the gut right now. Looks like it'll be a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5. It's like a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 4 coming up right now. So the CBS drive chart is like super far behind. Like super duper uber far behind. And that's okay. We've got a 2nd down and 5. That is correct. I was right the first time. 2nd down and 5. A handoff to the left. A good strong run to the left-hand side. And it looks like this time it'll be I think that was good enough for a 1st down. It looks like a 1st down pickup right there on a 7-yard run for ETN. Good for Carolina Panthers. 1st down. And by the way, seeing the teams listed CAR for Panthers and Arizona ARI, although they're the Cardinals, is really what's killing me right now. Motion on the field here. It's going to be a little play action. Looks like a look to the left, a throw, a catch, 10 yards, 15 yards, 20-yard pickup on 1st and 10. Mechie picks up 20 yards, finally brought down by Oliver there. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 10. We start the clock again with 13:23 here left to go. So the clock is ticking. It's another Panthers 1st down. Panthers on the move. They are inside of enemy territory. Down at about the 36-yard line, it's a 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Pickett looks left, delivers the pass. Mechie continues to get targeted here. Looks like actually this time it's going to be Moore who picks up the target. So Moore. David Moore, not DJ Moore. Oh, how the Panthers wish they had DJ Moore. How the Panthers probably wish they had DJ Moore. Because Bryce Young ain't really it, though, is he? Your passion of ball is wrong, says Zeus Canton. What you mean? What are you talking about? Shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back against the 4-man rush. Running, breaking a tackle. Pickett's going to move. Pickett throws that thing away. Incomplete pass on 2nd down and 6 will bring up a 3rd down and 6. That incomplete pass will stop the clock with 2:25. 3rd down and 6, and the clock will stop after the incompletion. The ball is currently with the Carolina Panthers, and again, the rust is going to figure itself out. I got you, Brandon Walker. I got you. All right, shotgun formation. Motion here. Pickett. Got a balanced formation with 2 on the left and 2 on the right. He's going to drop back against another 4-man rush from the 31-yard line. Finds an open player on the right-hand side. Caught. And good enough for another Panthers 1st down. This time looks like Mechie will end up picking up, looks like an 8-yard gain right here to convert. So an 8-yard pickup brings up a 1st and 10. This moves the football to the Arizona 23, and the Panthers are just outside of the red zone now. So the Carolina Panthers, okay, here we go. And I say Mechie, and I mean Mitchell. I don't know why I keep saying Mechie instead of Mitchell. I misread that. So Pickett, end zone, fires, incomplete. Looking for Mitchell there again. I was like, is John Mechie even on this team? I don't think so. Yeah, he is. Mechie's definitely on this team. It's Mitchell. That's why I'm getting confused. Do I have Mitchell on my roster here? I don't. So Mitchell looking for a roster spot right now. Would have been a great chance to convert and get that. Pickett at the 23-yard line. The Panthers outside the red zone at the Arizona 23. You can see that using the drive charts down below. Dropping back, throwing it up the middle. It will be caught. It's to the 10. It's to the 5, and it's going to be a tackle made right there. Looks like Dillon is going to get the grab. Is that Corey Dillon who makes the play? A.J. Dillon who makes the play? Looks like it is A.J. Dillon who makes the catch right there. Need one more yard for Bam to cash in. First and goal coming out, and it's going to bring up a second down and goal here now. Down at the 1-yard line, folks. Second down and goal at the 1-yard line for the Carolina Panthers. A.J. Dillon still back there here for Carolina. So A.J. Dillon, Panthers in the red zone. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Dillon going to dive right in, and Dillon will score a touchdown for Carolina. Touchdown, Panthers. A.J. Dillon dives in. It's now 7-6 on second down and goal. Finds a beautiful gap right there. Honestly, it's a nasty gap right there. It probably could have fit 2 or 3 of him through that hole right there. Giggity. But yeah, good bot zapping, says Steve. I always liked Dillon, says Sweet. I didn't know Dillon was on Carolina. Well, you do now, champion. You do now. All righty, folks. Here comes the extra point attempt for the Panthers. The kick is up and almost doinks that off the upright. It's good, though. It's now 7-all with 10:56 left to go. So a couple notes, mental notes for myself. Be better about the clock. Be better about the clock. You know, this scoreboard is actually the most difficult part about calling all of this. Kenny Pickett, dig it. He's wicked. Doink, says Unky James. Shout out to Rusty Vargas. What's up, Rusty? Time for rooks to prove themselves. Doink, says DJ Gene. Have I been kicked out of chat? No, Tracy, you're still here. You're with us. Nice drive for the Panthers. Courtney drops the Panthers logos right now. So it looks like CBS, holy smoke, CBS is glitching out pretty hard right now too. So it looks like CBS is not yet in preseason form. All right, guys. Well, when we get back, we're going to get a kickoff here. The Panthers will be kicking off to the Arizona Cardinals. Talk to me, chat. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Who is your NFL team? Who is your NFL team? Let's take a look at who y'all's preseason matchups are. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I've got Cowboys and Seahawks scheduled for preseason week 1. What up, fam? What up, Football Nation? This is Thomas Bush. What up, man? How you doing? We got Unky James checking in for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers and Packers. That'll be the first game of actual preseason outside of the Hall of Fame game. Champion Horse says Detroit Lions. What up, man? Lions Bengals. That'll be a 6 p.m. kickoff time, Central Standard Time, my friend. G Fresh says, sadly, the Saints. The Saints going to be much better with Shuck. I do like Shuck. I've got him in my Dynasty League. I drafted him in like the 5th round of the rookie draft, and everyone was like, oh, thanks for giving us free players. I'm like, dude, just watch. Tyler Shuck, going to be pretty good. We'll see how he looks. I think he should get to play here against the Jaguars. So shout out to the Steelers. Let's see. Bills and Jaguars. Jaguars play the Steelers. Bills, where you at, Buffalo? Buffalo plays the Panthers, so there you go. Who else? We got the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers got the Jets this week. The Jets got the Buccaneers. Cowboys, fly, Eagles, fly as well. The Eagles got the Ravens. The Cowboys, again, playing the Seahawks. Da Bears, says Kyle Rockwell. Kyle, da Bears, play the Browns. That'll be a nice tune-up game. Shout out to Courtney, the 49ers, Titans. By the way, new logo for the Tennessee Titans. All right, guys, commercial break is over. Commercial break is over, and we are getting the kickoff after the touchdown. So a kickoff coming in here. Kickoff has moved possession to the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to take a bounce, and it looks like it was short of the landing zone, so this should move them out to the 40-yard line. Looks like it was short of the landing zone. It'll be a 1st and 10. There's the penalty here. I wonder if this system has a flag for that. Well, I guess I could call that illegal formation, if anything. I don't know if that really counts. It was on the Panthers. But the flag is there. We'll go ahead and turn that off right now. It'll bring up a 1st and 10. Guys, if I didn't get a chance to read your teams, appreciate you. Your step board is going backwards, says Brandon. Brandon, we are in preseason form right now. We got a lot of cobwebs to shake off right now. Blitz coming in right now. Carson Beck doesn't seem bothered. He sees a man upfield. What a throw. What a catch. Big tackle doesn't matter. He's going to turn around and eat. What a bomb right there. Holy smokes. Jalen Brooks just caught a 50-yard bomb right there. And that moves them into the illegal contact on the defense. The penalty will be declined. The Arizona Cardinals, 49-yard grab between Beck and Brooks. We are inside the red zone, folks. Just like that, we are inside the red zone. Arizona, Carson Beck, Jacoby Brissett better watch out. Jacoby Brissett might be out of a job by the start of this season. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. There is Bam Knight to the left-hand side. Bam Bam gets out to the 5-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. 6-yard gain for Bam Bam. 2nd down and 4. The clock is ticking. Inside the red zone, can Arizona score? So good to be back, man. So good to be back. Bruh. All right. Arizona. Break. They line up. Single back this time. Here's the snap. Little misdirection. Blitz coming in. Carson Beck under duress has to throw this thing away. The incomplete pass will stop the clock. The pass is incomplete. We stop the clock. It brings up a 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4. Let Beck cook, says just another dude. Tracy says, that's what I've been asking. Is Tampa a good team? Yeah, Tracy, I do think Tampa's a good team. I think they've got some demons, and the whole Vita Vea thing is kind of a looming issue over their heads. Break! 3rd down and 4. Whistles coming in. The officials running onto the field. Looks like a timeout is going to be called by the Arizona Cardinals. Home team has called a timeout. First timeout of the day. Okay. So timeout has been called by the Arizona Cardinals. We've got ourselves a, man, that CBS drive chart is tripping, bro. That CBS drive chart down below is tripping. Yes, Tampa's a good team. We love Baker. Carson Beck is a good 3rd-round pick. I think he's great, man. He took Miami all the way, and everyone's going to say, no, he didn't do that. That was Bane. Look, man. Carson Beck went 13 and 3 that season, and only really lost to Fernando Mendoza in the championship game. Motion on the field, single back formation. Going to float this to the back pylon. It's caught with one hand, and this is going to be good for Fehoko. Touchdown, Cardinals! Cardinals going to score a touchdown there. It's a shot to the back pylon for Fehoko, and Fehoko makes the grab. Well done there by Simi, the wide receiver, who just, again, absolutely cooks the defense. That time it was Corey Thornton, who's been in the NFL for a couple of years. Should have been a better play right there. Well done for the Arizona Cardinals. All right, guys. Here comes the extra point attempt. Thanks, Robert, gifting out a Football Nation membership. The kick goes up. The kick is good. All right. Well, 4 minutes and 38 seconds here left to go And the extra point attempt was successful, so the score is now 14-7. Got 9:38 left to go in the first half. Let's do it. Cards cleaning up. Like I said, DJ, they could not have gotten much worse. We didn't really get to break down all of the sixth-year seniors in college don't count, says E. Scott Fair. This is why we're subscribed to Football Nation. Here since 30K, says Hunt for your life. Love it, dude. The casuals don't know Carson only went third because of his injury, says Raul. Wowie, says Jason. Yeah, man, Carson Beck is probably going to be the player who fills in. I like Jacoby Brissett, but from what I'm seeing right now, you know, gotta say, he's looking pretty good. But Jacoby Brissett last year only managed 3,300 passing yards. The real issue, guys, 43 times he got bagged. Now, I don't know if that's his fault or the offensive line's fault. Probably a combination of both. But these two teams, guys, the Cardinals' defense was, for lack of a better term, ass. The Cardinals' defense was ass. 29 points per game is what they were giving up. That is bottom 3 in the NFL, bottom 4 in the NFL. Terrible when it came to actually generating sacks defensively. Both teams were terrible when it came to those numbers, but the Cardinals definitely a bottom of the barrel defense, and their record showed it. There's the kickoff. It is now Panthers football here. We are going to start this drive. It's a 1st and 10 at the Carolina 35-yard line, folks. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 35. Let's turn that off. I'm glad football is back. I am too, Sir James Taylor. DJ Jean says giggity giggity. Giggity goo. Oh, right. Giggity 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 goo. It's Quagmire. All right, folks, here we go. 1st and 10. 35-yard line. Single back formation. Kenny Pickett under center, takes the snap, looks to the right, hands that off. Good, strong run, left-hand side. It's a gain of 10. Call it a gain of 13 here for the Carolina Panthers. And the Panthers make a big run. It's going to bring up a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up. Looks like this time Panthers looking good. That's Jaseem Reed. Apologies there. Is that right? I don't think that was right. I don't think the words that came out of my mouth were accurate. But we do have a 1st and 10 coming up right now from the 48-yard line as a stumble, a fumble, a pass incomplete right now. And it looks like we've got a new quarterback on the field, guys. It is Haynes King who's now slinging the rock here. No more Kenny Pickett. Haynes King is now the quarterback on the field. That is an incomplete pass. This does bring up a 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10. Haynes King in the huddle. Break. They break the huddle. 2nd down and 10. The Panthers on their own side of midfield still. Haynes King takes the snap from the 47. Looks to the right. Delivers in between the hashes. It will be caught. And that's good for a Carolina Panthers. 1st down. We start the clock once again. It's good for a 1st and 10. It's actually a 13-yard grab this time. 13-yard grab this time. Looks like the catch is made by Malik Mega. Here's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 39. It's going to be a catch. Looks like it goes out to about the 36, maybe the 35. This time the catch is going to be made by the tight end Felipe Franks. This will bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and medium, 2nd down and 6 at the Arizona 35. Panthers on the run. Panthers on the run. Okay. Nightingale says to smash that like button. You heard Nightingale out there. It is getting a little toasty. Might take this off for now. We'll get back into it. Okay, so a little audible, making a call, looking left, looking right, out of the shotgun, the blitz coming in. Delivers this one, deep shot upfield, back shoulder fade. Incomplete pass, looking for Mago once again. And the incomplete pass. Looking for Mega on that one. Incomplete pass. Yeah, I don't even have his number out here. Yep. Move this jacket over to the side for now. Gonna roll up the sleeves, man. Yeah, just watched Rice. I just wish Rice had stayed out of trouble, says King Early. What up, King Early? Football is back, right in the nick of time. I don't think I would have survived the rest of the offseason. Shotgun formation. 3rd down and 6 here from the 35-yard line. Yes, it's caught. And it looks like John Mechie makes the grab. So John Mechie makes a catch to convert the 3rd down. The result of the play is a Carolina Panthers first down. First down for the Panthers. Why are you wearing a suit, though, says Rasmal. It's the Hall of Fame game, bro. They're giving out gold jackets. Why would I not wear a jacket, though, bro? Shotgun formation. A.J. Dillon in the backfield. Snap coming in. Here's the look. Knight delivers. Almost delivers an interception. That pass on 1st and 10 is incomplete. It does stop the clock with 7:09 and brings up a 2nd down and 10. So 7:09 here left to go. 2nd down and 10 at the Arizona 27-yard line. Everybody on page with me. I'll say that once more. Break. 2nd down and 10. Football at the Arizona 27-yard line. Trips. It's an empty backfield, so 5 wide here, guys. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking right, getting flushed out, has to run, pump fake, still running, sliding, giving himself up on 2nd down and 10. He'll pick up about 7, call it 8. It'll be a 3rd down and 2, a run from Haynes King, the quarterback. And for those of you guys who missed the pregame, Haynes King out of Georgia Tech is a rookie this year, and this is our first look at his NFL capabilities, abilities, prowess. I don't really know what to call it. But they're heating up, guys, and they are at the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Haynes looks to the right. That's going to be caught right there. That's good from Haynes King, and it's good for another Panthers first down. 3rd down and 2 has been converted. It's a 1st down and 10 at the Arizona 15-yard line. Okay, here we go. So inside the red zone we go. 7 minutes are gone. It's now 6 minutes here left to go in the first half of this game. Jason says, Spurs ball. If only, brother. If only. All righty, y'all, here we go. Here's the snap. Haynes King fakes the handoff, looks to Jasim Reed. It's going to be caught. It's going to the end zone, and it's in! Touchdown, Panthers! The Panthers will score. And now we're trading touchdowns. The score is 13-14. 14-13, excuse me. The score is 14-13 Cardinals with a 1-point lead, but that will not last long here. Touchdown, Carolina. All right, man. So that's a good tutty. Waiting for that one. Here comes the extra point attempt. Here comes that extra point attempt. No defense being played at all, it feels like. Yeah, it kind of does feel that way, the extra point. But you know what? That makes for fun football. I'm good with it. I think that makes for fun football. For fun football. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter kind of thing. Okay. Whopper, whopper. What version of Hill are we going to get? The extra point attempt was good, guys. The score is now 14-all. Hank Hill is what we're going to get. Damn, unders was a trap, says Zoe Fried. Broncos versus Falcons, says Nightingale. Hill and Rice would be awesome stuff for Mahomes. I mean, if Brandon Ayuk can go beg for his job back, same thing with Deebo Samuel. If Deebo Samuel can go beg for his job back, why can't Tyreek Hill go beg for his job back? Right? Right. All right, guys. Cool. Tight. We asked our question of who your favorite team was. After this touchdown, we will be getting back to the action here soon. If you're new to the channel, and this is your first time ever watching Football Nation, we will have a trivia quiz at halftime for those of y'all who are new. You will have seen some of these questions, but we do have some questions that are specifically tailored to Hall of Fame game at the end. That is something that you have not seen. I will also say that if you guys enjoy trivia and you want to keep score, one of the things I'm going to be doing for these koozies when we get there, I'd like to give these out to the weekly winners. And there's a scoreboard that is keeping track of all of this. I think there's still issues with the scoreboard right now. I will let you guys know when that's happening. But if you guys want to play trivia, you can check out Football Nation's website, www.footballnationusa.com. The link is pinned in the chat. There should be a link in the description as well. But if you have not got access to either of those, I will spam it myself. You can click that link, check out my website, sign up for the newsletters and all that stuff. Can you check to see if the defense is on the field? I'm guessing that they got to be out there, Rob. Guessing that they got to be out there. Cardinals, their next game next week, Thursday, guys. There's a Thursday game next week, Cardinals and Raiders. Then on Saturday, on the 22nd of August, guys, Cowboys at Cardinals. I will be covering this game on August 22nd. So if you guys are Cardinals fans, I'll be back for that because I am a Cowboys fan. The final preseason game will take place in August for the Cardinals. They will play at Green Bay weeks 1 and 2 of the regular season. Chargers and Seahawks. Unfortunately for Cardinals fans, I expect both of those games to be L's against the Chargers and the Seahawks. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Here's the kickoff. Panthers will send this one back to the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff is there, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, and down at the 32-yard line. Go Pack go, says God Thrasher. Mike, you better worry about Hurts getting figured out. Cool, I love trivia, says Rob. Mario, can you cover the Falcons versus the Broncos? Are you referring to this Falcons-Broncos game that I'm absolutely covering? Because, yes, I will cover that game because we're doing that. All the games in green. All the games highlighted in green we are doing. Flag on the play, guys. Looks like as we come back from this commercial break after the opening kickoff being placed here. From the 32-yard line, it's going to be brought back. It's going to bring up a 1st and 15. Looks like a false start here. All right, guys, 1st down and 15. NFL guy, Hunt. I'm more of an NFL guy for sure. 1st and 15. Shotgun formation. Here is the snap. Looking to the left, throwing to the left. Carson Beck, his first pretty ugly pass right there. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 15. Football still at the Arizona 27. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 5:46. So now we're seeing a few incompletions here, slowing the pace of the game. Shout out to E. Ross DeBoss. What regular season Panthers games will you cover, says Adam. Dude, off the top of my head, I don't know. Here's the snap. Beck looks to the right, finds a soft spot in the defense, does complete a 13-yard pass. On a normal down, that would have been enough for a 1st down, but behind the sticks on 2nd down and 15, it brings up a 3rd down and 2. Call it a 3rd down and 1, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down and 1. Carson Beck and the Arizona Cardinals with possession. Football at the Arizona 41-yard line, and the clock is hot. Keep it ticking here. Aaron Jones Sr. or Rashad White? I'm going Aaron Jones on that one, Angel. Electric Divergent is in the chat. 3rd down and 1. Carson Beck floats it, tries to find a man on the left. There was a lot of contact here. I think he was trying to pick out this time Reggie Virgil. However, there's a flag on the play. This is going to stop the clock. Let's find out what this flag is. So the penalty marker is down on 3rd down and 1. Let's find out what this one is. Greg Olson currently being interviewed right now. Yo, Mario from England, says Keith Sharp. I saw your comment earlier, dude. Sorry I joined late, but it's cool to be back in the game for another season. Go Bengals, says Keith. What up, man? Duncan Stewart says 28 points. Yikes. Yeah, for sure. All right, we had the quarterback scrolling by at the bottom, guys. These are the top projections here for the wide receivers. Jamar Chase projected to be number 1. Puka Nacua projected to be number 2. Jackson Smith and Jigba projected to be number 3. Guys, I think this penalty is going to be against the defense here. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 coming up now. Reset of downs. First down and been awarded. 1st and 10. A handoff here to Bam Knight. Looks like a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5. Bam Knight is currently on the run right now. Taking a look at Arizona's numbers, most of their yardage has come through the air. That was a handoff to the running back. A 2nd down and 5 at the Carolina 49, guys. Carolina 49. Devontae Smith, Garrett Wilson lined up at 13-14. Zay Flowers at 15. I think that's about right for Zay. Here's a snap and a handoff to Bam again. Bam, Bam goes to the right, cuts back to the left, squirts out the football. It's a fumble, and this time it's going to be recovered by, I think Arizona recovered their own fumble, but that is a dropped ball right there. I think Bam Knight picked it up. He did. He fumbled the ball. He recovered his own fumble. And that's still going to result in a 1st down here, guys. So 1st down at the Carolina 34. Cardinals fumble forward. There you go. Someone said the Phillies won. So this does convert here. They're showing Luke Kuechly and the Clark Kent Superman back and forth. 1st and 10 from the 35. Beck turns around, hands this off to Bam Bam once more. Bam Knight picks up about 5 yards. It's another 2nd down and 5. Down at the Carolina 29. And the clock is hot. Thank you, Electric Divergence, as by the way, you killed the World Cup coverage. Like in a good way, though, right? Appreciate that, man. Phillies won, says Jack. Folks, we're at the 29-yard line. We are approaching the 2-minute warning here with 2:50 left to go. Single back formation, the snap and the handoff. This time it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Looks like a 9-yard rumble here from Corey Kiner. Looks like Corey Kiner picks up some yardage there. This will bring up a 1st and 10. That's good for another Cardinals 1st down, and this should take us to that 2-minute warning after that 8-yard run tackle made by Wheatley and Gill, combined team tackle. So 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up. The clock is still hot. They are going to get one more play in. They do need to get one more play before the 2-minute warning. Carson Beck steps back, trying to read and diagnose this defense. He'll turn around and hand this off to the left-hand side. Looks like a 4-yard gain this time. And this is not going to do much here. Corey Kiner able to pick up 4 yards. It's a 2nd down and 6 with 2 minutes left to go in the 1st half. Wow. Okay. Cool. Chat. Will you announce the halftime game here for those not participating in trivia? Will you announce the halftime game here? What does that mean, Eagle Love? I don't know what that means. If you've never been here before, if this is your first time ever watching, welcome. Appreciate you guys being here. You know what I haven't done for this live stream? Is actually checked out the analytics for today. Looks like for this live stream, we've got about 489 likes. Okay, we're creeping up on 500. 1,300 people currently watching, which is pretty sweet. All right, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us today. Good day so far. Mario. All right, folks. Well then, my question to you is, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Looking for those newbies out here in this chat, those of y'all who have never been here before. Analytics, says Steve. Looks like California's in the chat. Ashley's in Georgia. Hunt for your life, saying Louisiana. We got Freimeister in Pennsylvania. Saginaw, Michigan. Georgia. San Antonio, Texas. Connecticut. Tyler, Texas. Anchorage, Alaska. What's up, Brandon? Appreciate you, sir. Catskill, New York. Catskill or Catskill? Vermont's in the chat. Victoria in British Columbia, Canada. We got Massachusetts from Eden Malik. Jose in Chicago. West by God, Virginia, says Electric Divergent. Pebble in Texas. Eric in Kansas. Baton Rouge for Austin. First time on stream, live in Mississippi, says our friend Jeremy Owens. What up, Jeremy? How you doing? We got Mark in Illinois. Just moved to San Antonio, says David. Welcome to San Antonio, man. We are live in San Antonio, Texas. I myself am a Dallas Cowboys fan because we don't have a football team. Let's see. Pennsylvania's in the chat. Chicago's in the chat. Nebraska's in the house. Los Angeles from Palmer Wright. Mr. Robertson saying Cleveland. Tracy in Florida. Steve in God's country. Rock and roll, guys. Okay. 2nd down and 6 as we come out of the 2-minute warning. Looks like a single back and looks like a blitz package, or being disguised as a blitz package here for Carolina. Here's the snap and a handoff to the back. It's going to the right-hand side, and it's going to be a short gain. 3rd down now. 3rd down and about 4. At the Carolina 15-yard line, the Cardinals are inside of the Panthers' red zone. All right, guys, type Y for yes, type N for no. Are the Cardinals going to get points? Are the Cardinals going to score a touchdown on this drive? Will the Cardinals score a touchdown on this drive? Looks like the Panthers have called a timeout. The Cardinals trying to milk the clock and trying to take a lead into the locker room. After that handoff, this is where we're at. 3rd down and 4. Carson Beck. Break. Pops in the mouthpiece. Cardinals inside the red zone. A lot of y'all saying yes. From the 15-yard line, Arizona, the snap, Beck under duress. Beck gonna get dropped and smashed on the play. It's a sack lunch. First bag of the day. Sack lunch delivered this time. Looks like that one is Harrison Hunt. So Harrison Hunt, the 2nd-year man, 3rd year now out of SMU, makes the play. Another timeout called here by the Carolina Panthers after getting the bag. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 6 on a 2-yard loss. Field goal coming up now. Looks like the field goal will be successful. My drive chart ratted me out. But we are going to see a field goal coming in right now. Oh, I didn't change the field goal number. Okay, this will be fun anyways. Or the field goal sound. So it's going to be a 35-yarder here, guys. Coming up for the Cardinals. 35-yarder. And the kick is good. So this is the sound that we used during the World Cup for the Spanish goals. The field goal is good here for the Arizona Cardinals. And the Cardinals have taken the lead, but there are still plenty of time left here in this first half. Okay. All right. Okay. We will fix that between now and the next game. Got to make notes. Actually, where's my pen? I should be writing down some notes. The Matador. We've actually got a couple of them. That's the Argentina one. We did that one twice. There's another tango. We expected Argentina to score and win, actually, but that's okay. And then I've got 6 other songs that we can play. Nice sound effects, says Tracy. We'll take it, says Mega Man. Take the points, man. Take the points. Y'all know me. Go for it or nah. We always ask that one. Excited for halftime. Halftime's on the horizon. Come on, Carolina Panthers. Keep on pounding. Giggity. Gotta have Ryland get his leg ready, says Mega Man. Honestly, man, I am excited to get myself ready because we need this right now. Definitely need to get ourselves ready. I do need to do some tinkering with my scoreboards and some of my other stuff. Looks like we've just picked up a new channel member. Upgrading to championship, CJ Banning. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, and welcome to the championship level. Thank you for helping and continuing to help support this channel. I know you were a channel member before. The upgrade, it's a big upgrade, dude. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cheers to you. Okay, let's do something else real quick. I have text that I need to change here. So we went quarterbacks. You all saw those. You saw the wide receivers. Here's the running back text. You can see that right here. Jahmyr Gibbs projected to be the #1 running back. Bijan Robinson projected to be the #2. I'm not going to argue with those here. What do you guys think? Is it Gibbs, Robinson, or CMC? The #4 running back to go off the board in most fantasy drafts this year is Jonathan Taylor. Then Devon Achane, which honestly I am going to steer very clear of the entire Dolphins roster. Derrick Henry also pretty much on his way out. I would actually move James Cook in front of both of those guys if I'm making my own picks here. I like Chase Brown this year actually more than I like Devon Achane too. I think Chase Brown's not going to be bad. The fact that Saquon Barkley has fallen to 10 is kind of crazy in my opinion. But what do you guys think of the scrolling stuff at the bottom? Looks like they're going to take a knee here on the kickoff, folks. Possession going back to the Carolina Panthers. Got about 1:46 here left to go. Gonna rain tomorrow? Maybe. Surprised Aston Genty isn't on the list. He is, Andrew. I think he was listed at number 8. I think he was listed at number 8. Hold on, let me turn this off and reset it again. He's on the list. Jalen Warren's a good fit. Gibbs is the highest paid. Yeah, that contract just happened. I just put a blog on the page. I just put an article out about it. Aaron Donald will be back for the Rams. Hi, how do you have the information about the game across your streams? What software do you use? We'll talk about that in a second. Looking to the right, throwing to the right, and delivering an incomplete pass. Haynes King will miss that pass. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 and stops the clock with 1:42. 2nd down and 10. The football is at the 35-yard line. Football at the 35-yard line, shotgun formation. Haynes King with 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. King delivers. It's caught. It's good for 15 yards. It's there. Jassim Reed. It's good for a Panthers 1st down. So to answer this, RTS, the scrolling stuff at the bottom, I manually pull that data, and then I plug it in. I use OBS. Here's a look to the right. I don't know if that's going to be a catch or not. The official saying, ooh, she says it's good. She's calling that a catch, and this is not going to be challenged. You can't challenge inside the 2-minute drill anyway, so it's another 1st and 10. Football to the 40. Call it the 39. Here's a look. Here's a pass. 2nd down. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 9. They're going to keep this clock ticking here. 1:07 here left to go. I use OBS to answer your question, RTS, and you can set all of that stuff up. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking right, delivering right. It's caught. This time it's going to be a gain of about 6. So 3rd down and 3 coming up after the 2nd down and 9. It's funny, man. The next video I was planning to drop on my 2nd channel was straight up a step-by-step how to set up all of this stuff. But then I discovered AI automation and decided to start working on the website instead. If you guys have not ever seen my Football Nation website, or maybe you saw it last year but you haven't seen it since, you should definitely go back and take a second look at it because it's definitely been upgraded. 3rd down and 3. There's a scramble play, a pass, a little improvisation inside the red zone, down at the 15-yard line. A good gain right there for the Carolina Panthers, and it's out to hurry up offense. So 1st down. 1st down for Carolina right now, leading the way for the Panthers. Looks like it is John Mechie with 38 receiving yards, but here's the snap coming in. A shot to the end zone. Incomplete pass will stop the clock, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10 at the Arizona 15-yard line. Back inside the red zone we go. It's Panthers on the hunt. And last I check, it's the cat that eats the canary, though, right? It's the cat that eats the canary. Thank you, Gamer Girl Goddess. Cheers to you. Says loving your stream. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Dropping back, looking right, wide open, one-handed, couldn't make the catch. Horn was the intended receiver, an incomplete pass. King couldn't drop it in the breadbasket. Horn had to make a play here, and Jimmy Horn couldn't cash that one in. Damn, that's a tough one, dude. And you can see, man, oh, poor King. Oh, he looks back up like that. Incomplete pass on second down brings up a 3rd and 10, guys. 3rd down and 10. Dropping back this time. 4-man rush gonna get to him. He does get rid of the ball. A flag comes in on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. 12 seconds here left to go. See what the official has to say. Could be an illegal shift, guys. I think it is going to be an illegal shift. I think he's going to call this illegal shift on the offensive line. Yeah, they're going to decline this. So this will bring up a 4th down. And it's time for the field goal unit once again. So penalty will be declined right here. 4th down coming up now, folks. So your kicker, Ryan Fitzgerald. Going to get some work here. And we could go into the halftime break tied up 17-17 if this goes in. Looks like it likely will. So he's going to line this thing up. 33-yard field goal attempt for the Panthers. This time from the right hash. The kick is up. This is straight down the gullet, and that is good for a field goal. Carolina Panthers. All right, the Panthers knock back a field goal. The game is now tied up at 17-all. The game is now tied up at 17-all. Welcome to First Down, Zoe. Zoe, what up? Fist bumps to you. Guys, we got a preseason game and over 1,000 people watching preseason football right now. Tell me you guys are football fans without telling me you're football fans. Okay, cool, man. Duncan says set. Appreciate y'all. Perfect, says Duncan. It's almost football trivia time. It is almost football trivia time, Frymeister. Very, very close. Very, very close. Some Nesquik. Chocolate milk is the way, son. Actually, strawberry milk is pretty fire, too. 544 likes, says Fantasy Dog 1. That's okay. That's okay. It's almost halftime. My goal for any given stream is always to try to get to just 1,000 likes. If we can get to 1,000 likes on this game, that's good. They're talking about the key additions. Isaac Somalu, the left guard, Tyler Algier, and a few other players that are there here as well for the Cardinals next when we get to the regular season. Panthers will kick this off. They will send this back to Arizona. Arizona will not return. 8 seconds here left to go. Man, that fan is just clacking. I don't know why it's... There we go. Let's try this. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's fine. Dr. DeLay swore nobody would be excited for this game, says DJ Gene. I don't think too many people would be excited either. Hey, there's Marvin Brickhands Harrison Jr. Bro, Marvin Harrison Jr. absolutely needs to step up and just be a fraction of what his dad was. All right, let's turn this off. All right, folks. So they're going to kneel this one down. We'll take this to halftime here. And that's that, man. So, halftime now. Let's reset this clock and start the clock for 15 minutes. It's finally football, says Country. It's also time for trivia. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys. It is time for our halftime trivia quiz. So let's ask you guys a few questions. It's going to be 10 questions. Y'all have seen most of these. Not all of them. Not all of them. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's start, guys. We got question number 1 coming up. All right. What city do the Arizona Cardinals play their home games in? Is it Phoenix, Glendale, or Tucson? What city do the Arizona Cardinals play their home games in? Do you know the answer to this one? I know some of y'all do. I know some of y'all definitely do. Is it A, B, or C? I'm ready. You guys are all right. The easy question there is Glendale, Arizona. Glendale is very, very close to Phoenix, so if you said Phoenix, don't worry, I'm not holding it against you. It's literally like a 20-minute drive from Phoenix, so yeah, not a big deal. Okay, let's go to question number 2. Question number 2. What is the name of the Carolina Panthers mascot? Is it Sir Purr, Percival, or Perry the Panther? What is the name of the Panthers mascot? Stronglad says, you spelled Phoenix wrong. That's funny. The correct answer is Sir Purr. Sir Purr. And I promise you guys will not be seeing the same questions over and over and over again. We are building our question database. And by the way, shout out to DJ Gene, who gave us a shout out and helped connect us with another content creator, Jaguar Gator 9. Shout out to Jaguar Gator 9, who's also a trivia master, but we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, guys, question number 3. What was Arizona Cardinals quarterback Jake Plummer's nickname? Jake Plummer's. What was his nickname? Was it Jake the Quake, Jake and Bake, or Jake the Snake? What was Jake Plummer's nickname? Everybody checking in with the Snake. It is Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake, the Viper, if you will. I mean, I don't know if I like that name, though. I personally wouldn't want to be associated with, like, oh, yeah, that guy's a snake. Ugh, yikes. But Jake the Snake, he'll get you. All right, guys, question number 4. Who led the Panthers in rushing touchdowns last season? Was it Chuba Hubbard, Bryce Young, or Rico Dowdle? Ooh, who led the Panthers in rushing touchdowns last season? A, B, or C? The correct answer here, guys, is Rico Dowdle. I love Chuba Hubbard. I got so lucky that I was able to trade for him. As a matter of fact, I traded Chuba Hubbard for Dak Prescott in my Dynasty League. So that worked out really well for me. The guy was sleeping on that. Rico Dowdle with 6 rushing touchdowns on the year for the Carolina Panthers. That was the correct answer. All right, guys, here we go. Who has the single season passing touchdown record for the Arizona Cardinals? Kyler Murray, Carson Palmer, or Kurt Warner? The single season passing touchdown record for Arizona Cardinals. Not all time, not single game, single season. And if you guys are going to stick around with me, you'll have to remember those discrepancies. The answer is Carson Palmer, guys. The most in a single season. Not all time and not in a game. Not the most yards, not the most interceptions. Most passing touchdowns. Does not include rushing touchdowns. That is your answer. Let's go to the next one here, shall we? We're halfway through. Here's question number 6. What season did the Carolina Panthers reach their very first Super Bowl? Was it 1999, 2003, or 2009? The Panthers, their very first Super Bowl, what year was it? Aha! 2003, 2004, guys. Johnny says, Luke, My man's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame right now. It was Carolina Panthers and New England Patriots, and of course the Patriots started or were just at the precipice of starting their dynasty right then. All right, guys, back in the 2016 playoffs 10 years ago, which Arizona Cardinal made the 75-yard overtime catch against the Packers? Was it James Conner, DeAndre Hopkins, or Larry Fitzgerald? A, B, or C? This is a pretty easy one if I'm being honest. Pretty easy one. Of course, it is the man being inducted into the Hall of Fame this Saturday, Larry the Magic Fitzgerald. Fitzy, D-Hop, question mark? Yeah, D-Hop was on the Cardinals, but definitely not back in 2016. Definitely with the Texans back in 2016. Let's go to question number 8. Bryce Young was drafted first overall in the 2023 NFL Draft. Who was the only other number 1 overall pick for the Carolina Panthers in their team's history? Was it Julius Peppers, Cam Newton, or Christian McCaffrey? Love the names on this, man. The Panthers have had some amazing players go through their door. The only other player that was ever drafted, not first round, but first overall, Cam Newton. Super Cam, says Johnny. That is correct. It was Cam Newton. Maybe Peppers, maybe. Not quite. Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, Cam Newton, too scared to jump on a fumbled ball. Okay, these questions you've never seen before. Which team, maybe you have in a different form, in a different quiz, but which team has the most Hall of Fame inductees? The Bears, the Packers, or the Boys? The Bears, the Packers, or the Boys? Which NFL team has the most Hall of Fame inductees? Guys, it's one of the oldest teams in all of football. It's the Chicago Bears. They have the absolute most, and it's like not even close, man. Chicago Bears full of Hall of Famers, mostly because they've been around for so long. And, you know, they pioneered football, but that's that. I got one more for you. Last question. What was the first year that a player was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Was it 1963, 1965, or 1967? What was the first year? A, B, or C? So the Pro Football Hall of Fame guys had their first inaugural set of players inducted in 1963. It's been a while. We're now 63 years since that day. And hopefully there's a lot more coming up too. I might get 50 more. 60 would be cool. All right, guys. That's our trivia quiz. How'd you guys do? Did you guys do okay? Was that all right for y'all? Is that a tough one? A couple things I wanted to bring up. So, let's talk about some of these things, man. How about Larry Fitzgerald? Hall of Fame inductee. He was in our trivia quiz, man. The second most. Settings don't show nothing. Okay, cool. The second most receiving yards in NFL history. The fact that he hadn't been inducted even sooner is only because that's why. I love that guy. 17,000 receiving yards, 121 receiving touchdowns 11 times in the Pro Bowl. Very well deserved, says Sweet Love. Seriously, Larry Fitzgerald, the second most receiving yards in NFL history. Fire. I'm not surprised, right? He was there with the team from 2004 to 2020. I got another graphic here for you guys, courtesy of Santino. So he's the first of the players being inducted. One of the other ones, you know him, you either love him or you hate him. It's Drew Brees. Guys, Drew Brees, 80,000 passing yards 80,000 passing yards, second in all-time passing touchdowns behind, of course, Tom Brady. 571 passing touchdown, 13 times in the Pro Bowl. Also a Super Bowl champion and a Super Bowl MVP. Drew Brees, there's a funny story. I remember there was a Hot Ones episode with Bear Grylls, and he was explaining to Sean across the table while they're eating the hot wings that he had taken Drew Brees out to go basically crocodile hunting. He and Drew Brees went to go hunt for crocodiles. I'm sure Steve Irwin would not have approved. But they were literally, the story goes, they were literally on the back of a crocodile, and Drew Brees had basically what is equivalent of a Bowie knife in the back of the croc's head. And it was still, like, alive and moving, so Bear Grylls comes by with a giant boulderish rock and just smashes it down on the back of the knife. And Drew Brees looks up at him. Story goes, Drew Brees looks up at him and says, "Do you know how much my hand is insured for?" Like, could you imagine if he had missed and just broke Drew Brees' arm or something like that? Anyways, wild story. Don't know if it's true or not. I saw it or I heard it on Hot Ones with Bear Grylls. Legend. Here's another legend. You may have heard of him. Adam Vinatieri. Played with both the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. By the way, the all-time NFL scoring leader out of anybody ever. More than Tom Brady, more than any name, more than Jerry Rice, more than anybody you can think of. It's this guy. Adam Vinatieri, over 2,600 career points. I was making fun of this. 599 field goals. You couldn't just get one more for a nice round 600. Four-time Super Bowl champion, all-time scoring leader. Also, yeah, right, you call that a knife, says Andrew. Happy birthday to Crystal Padilla. Happy birthday, Crystal. Rock and roll, dude. I love it. Happy birthday. I like Breeze, but Bountygate, that wasn't his fault. Bountygate was not his fault. You can blame Sean Payton for that, and Bountygate was all about defensive players. Drew Brees did his thing. Jason, fair take, though. Fair take. Watching from Cebu, Philippines. I used to be Lou. Oh, Fantasy Dog used to be Lou. Happy birthday, says Unky. LOL, stuck on 599 is lame, not gonna lie. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, you couldn't get one more, bro? In your entire career, you couldn't just get one more? All right, guys, so those are almost all of them. I got two more Hall of Fame inductees. We got to talk about, of course, Luke, the Carolina Panther legend here. 2013 Defensive Player of the Year, over 1,000 tackles for the Carolina Panthers, 7 Pro Bowls, 5-time first-team All-Pro, and then the last one is Roger Craig, guys. For those of y'all who don't know who Roger Craig is, he was the original multifaceted back. And by the way, halftime is over, but real quick, let's just do this. There's the kickoff. Arizona Cardinals have the football to start this second half. We'll stop this. We'll reset. Second half coming up. Third quarter underway here. Roger Craig, 1,300 yards from scrimmage. He became the first player ever in the sport to have 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in a single season. First player ever to do that. 1988 Offensive Player of the Year. Cool. Well, in case you did not know, now you know. Welcome to Football Nation. I've got a 1st and 10 coming up right now here from the 20-yard line for the Cardinals. Snap, fakes the handoff. Carson Beck looks to the right, delivers. Caught. 5, 10 yards picked up before running out of bounds right now. That's a good catch. Actually, it looks like it's going to be a 9-yard gain. Caught by Xavier Weaver. Brings up a second down. 2nd down and 1 coming up. What up, guys? Roger Craig should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago. I agree, Quaid. 14 games, too, says True. Yeah, fact, true translation, peeps. Let's not forget the era that he did that in. Big fact. 2nd down and very short. A turnaround and a handoff here. Looks like Bam Knight is going to pick up the 1st down. It's good for a conversion. And the result of the play, Arizona Cardinals First down. How's going to win? Brian Mitchell should be in the Hall of Fame. He was the first ever dual threat back. Hey, Mario, are we effing ready for some Cowboys this season? How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, Crystal? Go, boys. Ooh, that's going to be an offsides here or a false start. Yeah, we're going to get offsides against the Panthers defense. Who was this? Looks like Tywan Malone Jr. going to commit a penalty here. It's going to bring up a first down and 15. Stops the clock. Malone steps off the field. Waiting to see if I can find my boy Elijah out there on the field. See if EG is going to get any snaps here today. If he's going to make an impact on this game. 1,000 yards with, yeah, seriously, Freimeister. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, blitz coming in, a windup and a throw. It's over the top, a nice little pass with some good touch. There could be a flag for a late hit out of bounds. There won't be. Doesn't matter, and it should have been 1st and 5, not 1st and 15. Either way, it's still going to be good for a first down. That's a big catch here for 16 yards as Jamison Gears makes the grab for Arizona. Result of the play, first down. Start the clock again. 13 minutes and 20 seconds here left to go. Single back formation. Waiting for the snap under center. Carson Beck has the back behind him. Looks like behind him is Trey Benson. Flags are coming in the backfield. This looks like a false start to me. It is. By the way, it was Kiner. Flag comes in, stops the clock. 1st and 15. Why is this game called Hall of Fame game, says Tam Bratt. It's the Hall of Fame game because they hold a slight ceremony. It's not the main ceremony, but it is the game that happens before the Hall of Fame inductees, Tammy. Does that make sense? On Saturday, in 3 days' time, the 5 players that we just talked about will be enshrined in the NFL Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. This game takes place in Canton, Ohio. 4-yard gain on the left-hand side. Corey Kinner doesn't pick up the first down, but he does advance the ball. So again, Tammy, to answer your question, this is the first game and the only game before those players are brought into the Hall of Fame. This game takes place in Canton, Ohio, where the Hall of Fame of the National Football League is located, and that's why it's called the Hall of Fame game. Carson Beck takes the snap. He looks to the right. He throws to the right. Catch is made out on that side. Jaden Williams. Looks like there's a flag here. He's going to commit the penalty here. Catch was made by Kiner to the Carolina 41, but there's going to be a holding call against the Cardinals, so a flag comes in that stops the play. Flag on the play. Holding. Offense. It's going to be a penalty here. Bring it back. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down. Excuse me, replay, second down. It was already a 2nd down and 11, guys. This makes it a 2nd down and 21. So, yikes. 2nd down and 21. TV says 2nd down and 20. There is the snap for Carson Beck. They're all the way at their own 44. He'll deliver this to the opposite 44, but running backwards and losing yardage. Virgil only going to gain about 10 back. So this brings up a 3rd down and 11 here. We start the clock once more. This does move the football across midfield to the Carolina 47. Okay. Do you watch WWE? No, I don't watch WWE. My Saints should bring back the Bounty Gate. No. Do not do that. Do not do that. 3rd down. 4-man rush coming in. Carson Beck, lollipop throw. It'll be caught just shy of the 40. It will prevent a first down conversion. 4th down and 3. Do you go for it or not? Oh, they're calling it a 4th down and 5. I still wouldn't really go for this. 4th down and 5. Go for it or no? What do you think, guys? Do we go for it or not? I've got them lined up to go for it here. They did get dropped at the 41-yard line. Arizona Cardinals in Panthers territory. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. They're going for it. Carson Beck floats it up in the turkey hole. One-on-one. No! That was a beautiful chance there for you, Virgil. You could have been the hero. He couldn't hang on to it. The pass is dropped, and it's a turnover on downs. Panthers take over here. Okay, so the first turnover on downs. Thank you. Someone said, are the timeouts not reset? That's my bad, Jason. That was an excellent non-catch, says Pebble. Where are my knuckles? I got you, Drago. Yo, is the stream working better for you, Mr. Balboa? I hope so. Okay, let's see. Yep, it's preseason. It sure is, Freimeister. We are going to set daily goals here, guys. We need 22 new subscribers. According to the analytics, about 75% of the people who watch this channel during football season are not subscribed. This is a preseason game, so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that a good majority of you guys watching this live stream are already currently subscribed. This is the first time I've asked for new subscribers here today. If you are new, smash that like and subscribe. Let's take a quick look right now at the schedule coming up. We did take a look earlier for the schedule for the Arizona Cardinals. Let's take a look right now for the Panthers. And by the way, got to get some fresh data here. How about the top defenses in the NFL this year? Projected. Preseason next week. Their first game, I guess technically their second game, but the Bills' first preseason game is against the Panthers. This will be on Saturday, guys, so we have football on Saturday. The week after that, Friday and Friday, August 21st, August 28th, Jaguars, catfight, Texans, and Panthers after that. Week 1, brutal assignment for the Panthers to have to play the Bears. Week 2, manageable and a must-win game already coming out of the gate in order to try and win this division. I think the Panthers have their work cut out for them. Shout out to Kyle Rockwell saying, Uncle Ert. That's me, brother. Uncle Ert indeed. Carson Beck actually looks pretty good. He does, though. He does. What's up, honey? Let's see. No game on my birthday. Oh, Robert, when's your birthday? Here's the NFC projected leaders in the NFC North. They're projecting the Bears to be... Why is everyone still sleeping on Chicago right now? And why is everyone so gassed up on the Detroit Lions? I'm sorry, guys. The Detroit Lions are not going to be the same Detroit Lions without their offensive coordinator in Ben Johnson. I also think the Dallas Cowboys are going to beat out the Eagles this season, but that's just my own bias. Here's a toss to the left-hand side on 1st and 10 for the Carolina Panthers. It's going to be a loss of yardage here. This will bring up a 2nd down and 11, so a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 coming up. The clock is hot. Even Attitude Era believing Austin hated a McMahon. September 19th, says Robert. Channel is working fine now, says Drago. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Carolina Panthers on the, 2nd down and 11. 40-yard line here. Looks like stumbling, but finding a way to recover. Fumbling now and losing the ball. Recovered by Oliver. It's a turnover. It's Cardinals football. Nice. So coming out of here, Tyus gets a handoff and loses the ball. That's brutal, man. Oh, yeah. That's a clear fumble here. Great punch came in right now. It was Quentin Newsome. So Quentin Newsome with the fist. The Falcon punch. Not half bad. So it's a turnover. 9 minutes and 34 seconds here left to go from the 48-yard line in enemy territory. This is going to be a backwards run for Kinner. I think it's Kiner. Either way, it's going to bring up a second down and 11 this time for the Cardinals as they line up here for another one. Showing Larry Fitzgerald right now doing auxiliary roles in the NFL as a kid. I love it. Here's the snap out of the shotgun, a four-man rush against Carson Beck. I almost said Palmer. Looks to the left, finds Virgil on that pass, connects with Virgil. It's a gain of 10. However, on second down and 11, the result is a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Football at the 39-yard line. 3rd and 1 at the at the Panthers 39. Vamos. Nothing happens for Ty in a preseason. Nope. There's a handoff to the running back, and it's going to be Corey Kiner who picks up 3 yards on this play. It does result in a 1st down here, keeps the clock ticking, and moves the ball to the Carolina 36. So the Cardinals have possession. Carolina 36. The clock is ticking right now. It's a 1st down and 10. Cardinals with the football. Here is a handoff to the left, and it's going to be a 5-yard gain on 1st and 10 from the 36 to the 31. It's 2nd down and 5. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm glad to be back, Nancy. Courtney, you're welcome. Mine's the 18th, says Courtney, of August of this month. Mods, y'all got to message me. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to the right, winds up, fires. Carson Beck makes the pass complete. The 20, the 15, down at the 12-yard line. It's a grab for Xavier Weaver as Weaver weaves through the traffic. He gets down on one knee after converting that one for a 1st down and goes 1st down. Drops the Spider-Man's. Spider-Man. Cool. 1st down, Cardinals. The ball is now inside the red zone here. Xavier Weaver with a big catch. Run after the catch. Here's a handoff to the running back here. It's going to be, looks like a 2-yard gain for Evan Hull. So Hull, 2nd down and 8. Inside the red zone. Call it a 2nd down and 7 at the Carolina 9-yard line. Someone said that's not Carson Beck. Oh, is it Kedon Stovis? What we got here? Let me double check. Chuck says that's not Carson Beck. Well, let's take a look. It's not Carson Beck. He's right. It is Kedon Slovis. Kedon Slovis delivers to the end zone. It will be caught, but it will be caught out of bounds. Hey, thank you, Chuck. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you, Chuck. Good call out. He said that's not Carson Beck. He is right. My eyes do deceive me. And it also doesn't help that the CBS scoreboard is so far delayed. This didn't even glitch out. How dead is this right now? It's like nothing is updated here. There we go. That's much better. Don't know why that happened. But it is Slovis who's out there. 2nd down and 7. Slovis takes the snap, looks to the right. Ooh, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. He will be bagged on the play. Nick Hampton, the Panthers linebacker, comes in and gets a bag. It's a sack lunch, and it's a loss of 20 yards, bro. In the shotgun, they were already 5 yards back. Slovis went into the fetal position after losing his balance, and he got tagged. So now it's a 3rd down and 27 coming up at the Carolina 29. Clock continues to tick. 3rd down and 27. Yes. Will you put it in one of these? 3rd down and 27. Looks like it's going to be a handoff to the running back, Kiner here. And it's going to be a modest gain of about 5, so call it a gain of 4. 4th down and 23. This will put them in field goal range here This will definitely put them in field goal range. Looks like it's going to be a 43-yarder, so this one's actually going to be a test of the leg. Oh, you want to say hi to the people? Okay. Whoa. All right, we're watching football, little dude. Here it comes from the right hash, 43-yard field goal. The kick is up. The kick is good. So the 43-yarder is good, ladies and gentlemen, and so the Carolina Panthers, that's fine. The Carolina Panthers will lose leverage here. The Carolina Panthers will lose leverage here. And it's going to be a first down coming up after that. Cool. All right, guys, we're deep into the third quarter, fourth quarter on the horizon here. Who will win this opening game? It will be Panthers football when we get back from this commercial break. Little Sammy is in the house. He is. He's looking sleepy, too. You look sleepy, little dude. You look so sleepy. Man, what did Mama do to you? Got a hair. Yuck. In your bink. You got a hair in your binky, little dude? All right, guys. This is the reason why we will be streaming so much this year. Because I want to make sure that this little boy has a retirement account. And I want to make sure that he's got a college fund. And I want to make sure that he's happy and gets all the things. And I teach him all the things that I was never taught. I don't plan to give this little man everything I was never given. I plan to teach him everything I was never taught. So that way, teach a man to fish, right? I'll give him some things, yes. I'll give him something. I'm going to give him all. I'm not going to give you this, though, because that's Daddy's drink. Okay. All right. He's getting big, man. He's definitely getting big. You guys, what's up? A montage? Yeah, a Sammy montage. Careful there. That light can come crashing down. Okay, cool. You guys seem to forget that there were two professional leagues. One was the AFL and the NFL. That's true. And the Seattle Seahawks are the only ones to have actually made it to a conference championship in both of those leagues, if I'm not mistaken. Both the NFC and the AFC, if that, yeah, right. Anyways, that's Daddy's drink of Manhattan. No, it's a Carbach. My wife just brought me a beer because, cheers. I'm just here for the FN vibes. Football Nation, you can find the koozies here soon. I'll have these koozies available for you guys soon, but cheers. When did Beck get taken out? Beck got taken out 2 passes ago at the start of this drive. So Carson Beck got pulled after 19. To answer your question, Andrew, he played. Looks like the stats are on the right-hand side, brother. So if you haven't seen it, Carson Beck, 15 of 19 today for 188 yards and 1 touchdown. He had 13 fantasy points today. Here is the kickoff. The Cardinals send this back to the Panthers. We start the clock. And it looks like 4:37 on the clock. The ball will be brought out. Uh-oh. Football will be brought out to... They're putting this down at the Carolina 27. So, let's see. It's preseason. He got good reps. I agree. Yeah, he did. Cheers, says William. Good night, Sammy. Hello, Mrs. Mario, says Rusty. Joke time. Well, here it is again, says Drago. A boy asked his father, do you know what causes a lunar eclipse? Wow. His dad said, no, son. No, son. That's a great dad joke. That's a really good one, Drago. I'm going to use that. Here's a handoff to the left-hand side, this time from the 27-yard line. He does manage to bring it out to the 30. Call it a pickup of 3. It's a 2nd down and 7 now. 2nd down and 7. Whoa, I reset the clock. Got a 2nd down and 7. About 4 minutes here left to go. Like the video says, action stacks. 2nd down and 7. Shotgun formation. Trips on the left in motion on the field. Here's the snap. Here's the turnaround, and here is a handoff. Looks like this time it's going to be a gain of about 2. Quarterback on the field here is King. And so King's handoff doesn't really do much for the team here. It's a 3rd down and 5, so 3rd down and medium, if you will. Manageable, 3rd down and manageable. All right, man. No sun. That's a good one. Yeah, it is. It is a good one. All right. Well then, 3rd down and 5 with 3:23 left to go. Motion on the field right now. Lots of motion on the field right now. Anthony Tyus going to the right side and in trouble trying to scramble here. He is going to use the legs. He does pick up that 1st down. Good scramble play right here to that side. It's going to be Haynes King, but there's a flag on the play, so stop the clock and hold the phone. This is going to be a holding. Holding offense on Ja'Tyre Carter, number 65. So it's going to be a replay of 3rd down with 3:07. Actually, it looks like 3:14 here left to go. Replay 3rd down, 3rd and 5. What would have been a 1st down conversion or a 3rd down conversion is now a 3rd down and long. 3rd and long, here we go. Empty backfield, here's the snap. Dropping back, gonna air this thing out. Good play, it's caught, it's good for a 1st down. He picks up 16 yards when he only needed 15. The result of the play is a Carolina Panthers, 1st down, but there's a flag again. There's a flag again. Let's see what this is. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 26. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of that play, making this a 31-yard play for the Carolina Panthers and moving the Panthers all the way down to the Arizona 47. Moving them all the way to the Arizona 37. Big gain right there. Huge penalty against the Cardinals. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Here's a run to the left-hand side, trying to find the corner. Will pick up about 6 yards. The result of this play is going to bring up a 2nd down and 4. Clock remains hot. 2nd down and 4. A run to the left-hand side for Anthony Tyus, the running back there for the Panthers. Hope it's not laundry time for the rest of this game, says Unky James. It could be. Wow, 15 yards, says DJ Jean. He got it. Okay, single back. Looks like jumbo formation. A couple of big guys in here. They're going to fake the handoff. Little play action. Winds up, throws. Great misdirection. Caught by Casey Washington on the left. Great catch. Great play. Result, 1st down. 1st down coming up now. 1st down for the Carolina Panthers as Casey Washington makes the grab. It moves them out to the Arizona 34 after that play. So down at the Arizona 34, 1:43 here left to go as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Single back, snap, handoff, run as fast as you can, and they won't go very far. Anthony Tyus picks up nothing. Call it a gain of 1. It brings up a 2nd down. Brings up a 2nd down and 9. I'm bringing single back. Yep, says DJ Jean. Dirty plays. You see this tackle, baby. Okay. I was gonna go down a rabbit hole with you, brother, but my Justin Timberlake is busted here. We'll have to work on that. Here's another handoff, and again, Anthony Tyus does nothing here. It's a 3rd down and 9 this time, and the clock continues to tick. If you guys are interested in fantasy football, numbers at the bottom of the screen. Brock Bowers projected to be the top tight end this season. Behind him is Trey McBride, Colston Loveland, and Tyler Warren, followed by Tucker Kraft, which is crazy that he's not higher up the list at like 3. Harold Fannin Jr., Kyle Pitts. Some big names left off here. I think Sam Laporta should go ahead of Kyle Pitts. I think George Kittle should go ahead of Kyle Pitts too. I'm done falling in that quicksand trap. 5 wide. And on 3rd down and 9, the catch is made by KC Washington. Pretty big target with that Guardian cap on it. We'll bring up a 4th down and 2 at the Arizona 26. I think you should go for it, but that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. So, 4th quarter. When we get back, it'll be a 4th down and 2 and probably a go for it here. The Panthers are currently down 20-17. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. Again, when we get back, it will be Arizona on defense, Panthers with the ball in Arizona territory, lined up at the 26-yard line. Corey says, good question. Wow. Who was the only head coach and owner to create 2 football teams? I want to say Browns? I don't know. Brown? I could be wrong. Go Panthers. Whatever happened to the Acorns commercial, says Drago Balboa. Drago, we still have the Acorns promo. I do like to bring it up from time to time for those of you guys who are struggling and are doing your parlays and continue to whiff on the parlays. Acorns is our preferred method of investment instead of gambling. We don't really promote gambling on this channel. I do have links scattered throughout the website for those of you guys who are interested in fantasy football stuff and you guys want to play daily fantasy sports. I am a fan of daily fantasy sports, so I do have links for a lot of those around my Football Nation website. But Acorns is what I've used for 7 years. Drago, I haven't recorded one yet for the NFL. And so I want to make sure that I'm not dropping a basketball or a Dollar Shave Club ad or something, something that just doesn't make sense right now. We will promote Acorns in the future when it just makes more sense for us. Whose ball is it? That, Xavier, or Zav Love YouTube. Zav Love YouTube. As I mentioned at the end of this quarter, as I mentioned very clearly at the end of this quarter, the Carolina Panthers are pushing into Cardinals territory as the Cardinals are on defense at their own 26-yard line. Panthers in Cardinals territory, and Zav Love YouTube. That's what this little indicator is. You see that right there? You see how this bounces left and right? You see? Listen, Linda. Listen. Any more Dollar Shave Club ads? Not yet. Not yet. We're waiting for another we're waiting for a revamp of the sponsorship or whatnot. But okay. None of that matters right now. 15 minutes left to play. Here is the snap, a look to the right, wide open, the catch, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and pushed out of bounds. It's going to be a 1st and goal coming up now. 1st and goal to start this 4th quarter here. Looking to the right, throwing to the right, delivering a beautiful pass on the button. Haynes King does connect on that right-hand side. Looks like the catch is made by Caden Prescorn. Caden Prescorn. (20-17) Cardinals on defense. Panthers 5 yards out. We are inside the red zone after that large gain right here. Looking to the left, throwing to the left. Catch is made, and Tyus is in. Touchdown! Touchdown, Panthers! There are no flags on the play. The 4th down conversion, the 4th down go-for-it attempt results in points. And now, that's where we're at. So the Panthers score 6. It's 23-20. What would Dan Campbell do? Again, just a reminder, guys. When we started this 4th quarter, The situation was 4th down and 2 on the 26-yard line. On 4th down, they managed to convert, and then one play after the conversion, they got a touchdown. So the choice to go for it was a good one, and the extra point attempt is there as well. 24-20. Rob said Paul Brown. I knew it had something to do with Brown. I had heard that question before. I knew it had something to do with Brown. Not the Browns, but Brown. Okay. Cool. All right, man. Well, this is our first game of the year. This is our first game of the year. Not a whole lot going on in this one. But we did have a lot of people check in for sure. We got a couple Unk alerts. So excited for football. Reading some of these comments here. Thank you guys for the supers here today. We still got about 1,000 people hanging out with us right now. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Don't talk about them big helmets, says Sir Smooth. What up, Sir Smooth? How you doing? Welcome in. I have many more trivia questions, says Rob. Rob, if you want to share those trivia questions with us, man, feel free to do so. You can always drop all of your trivia questions in the Football Nation contact form. We will use them. Tommy Braskett helped us out a lot during the basketball season last year. Shout out to Tommy Braskett. But there's a link to the contact page on the Football Nation website in case you do want to share some trivia questions with us. Of course, they're not expected or anything like that. They're just there. So, yeah. Cool. Tight. Interesting. Taking a look at the website. I am using artificial intelligence to help automate some of these things. It's going to be a work in progress. It's definitely going to be a work in progress. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, this one's rough. That page is rough. I'm actually looking through my website right now, and looking at all the stuff that I'm going to have to go in and manually make adjustments for. I don't have a problem with making manual adjustments. I'm looking at it right now. It's like the first time I've had today to actually take a look at this. Hey, Unky James. Okay. Imperfect Bob played. So I got Unky James and Imperfect Bob who played the trivia on the Football Nation page. Looks like a couple of people were able to log in. I don't know if you have to do it. Here's the Football Nation trivia. I'm going to work out the bugs on this page, guys. If you guys want to get your name on that leaderboard, it's there. Let's see, how many games will the Cowboys win this year? I think they'll go 10-7. I think the Cowboys go 10-7 this year. 9-8. If I'm being cautious. 9-8 if I'm being cautious. All right, guys, we just got our kickoff right now. Let's turn this off. We just got our kickoff right now. Oh, my goodness. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 coming up right here for the Arizona Cardinals. First and 10 for the Arizona Cardinals. 14 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. The football on the 30-yard line. Arizona on their own 30. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be a 5-yard gain. Call it a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6. Cool. Let's see. Ashley with the LOL. AI can't tell the word live like I live in America and I like live music. Yeah, there's definitely some manual inputs that will have to happen. Looks like an offset I formation here, dropping back and delivering this one. Good catch made at about the 45, down at the 39-yard line. Big play here from Harrison Wallace, number 30 for Arizona. It's a 1st down, Cardinals. Cardinals move the football well. That's a great throw there by Canton Slovis. What is Sean Payton being talked to about him and Drew Brees? I don't know what this is. They're showing some weird clip of Sean Payton talking to Drew Brees, but only very slightly relevant. A good, strong, aggressive run by Evan Hull picks up 9 yards. It's 2nd down and 1, all the way at the Carolina 30-yard line after that play. Did you catch that? Did you hear that? I said it. I'll say it again. It's 2nd down and 1 at the Carolina 30 after the 9-yard run from Evan Hull. Wallace being a show-off, says DJ Jean. This has been such a tug-of-war game, says Gamer Girl God. It really has been, Gamer Girl. Okay, 29-yard line, not the 30-yard line. Here's the snap. It's just a few inches shy of the first down. The first down will be converted here, so 3rd down becomes 1st down, or 2nd down becomes 1st down, excuse me. And it's a 1st and 10 now after a 5-yard run for Evan Hull. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, Unc is going to put the jacket back on, because why not? Because we're here, right? Because that's what this is all about. Here we go. Cardinals, 25-yard line, 1st and 10. It's a handoff, and this is going to go nowhere. Fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage. Evan Hull picks up nothing. Tackle made by Thomas Ekum. I think it'll go down as a tackle for loss for Ekum, so good job by the Panthers defense on that one. My friend NFL is back. Nice timing to join up. NFL is here, says Doug Ross. It sure is, man. And it is a good game, too, on top of it, RS. Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer now. He sure is. Tracy says, what? What? Says Tracy. Shotgun. Here's the snap. And looking left, looking right, delivering up the middle. And this is going to be on 2nd down and 10. Looks like a gain of 8. That should be a gain of 8, bringing up a 3rd down and 2 down at the Carolina 17. Okay, 3rd down and 2 at the 17 puts them inside the red zone. Carolina on defense, Cardinals with the football. That was Rivaldo Fairweather, the tight end, number 45, who made the catch there. What's going on, Mr. Dixon? 24-20, motion on the field. Here is the snap, little play action, fakes the handoff, squares the hips, delivers to the second shelf, a beautiful throw. Hits the man in the hands. The pass is incomplete. It's a 4th down and 2 at the Carolina 17. I know the answer to this, but do you go for it or no? Do you go for it or nah? Good night, Drago. I'll see you soon, brother. I'll be here. RS says we got 685 likes. Not bad for a preseason game. Not bad for the Hall of Fame game. These games are mostly for me. You guys are saying yes, yes, yes. I think the Cardinals want to take the points here, guys. So there's the snap. There's the kick. Ooh, that's really close, but I think it's good, and they are going to call this one good. So the field goal attempt is successful. Let's do this one. The field goal is successful. Cardinals are down by 1 after that. 10:19 left to go. This game should be over by 10 o'clock. I think this game will be over at about 10, if I had to guess. Go for it. Good practice, says Robbie. Preseason, you go for it, says Unky James. That's what I was saying, man. Hey, country. Bear love country kisses. Let's see. Doug Williams should be in the Hall of Fame. Bryson says, ah! William Hodges. William, what's up, William Hodges says, nah. It's preseason. Go for it, says Gamer Girl. All right, guys. Well, we went through all of these stats. We talked about all of this stuff. For those of y'all who are still here, man, thank you to the channel members who continue to support this channel. Brandy, Courtney, Gary, Jeremy, JT, John, Little Miss, Lorinda, Robert, Steve, and Val are championship level members, and our touchdown level members also on the front page here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for all of y'all's continued support. Man, this offseason was kind of brutal. But the World Cup low-key saved us from having a completely stagnant summer. So the World Cup did allow us to stay live, but we did not make as much content as we wanted to as far as long-form content goes. We're trying to devise some different long-form content strategies. We'll figure that out as it goes. But we are picking up new team members. We are getting more people to help us out in this. You know what? Let's take a quick look. I am curious about something. Let's see how our friend is doing. Okay. I see. You guys want to do a quick raid? Those of you guys who are here with me, let's do a quick raid for our friend right now. Let's do a quick raid to one of our friends here. It's our friend Jaguar Gator. Want to throw a quick raid his way? You guys just say Football Nation raid. I know there's not going to be a whole lot of us, but just drop a like for him. By the way, he makes really good content. So be sure to check him out. And he's the one who's actually helping us on the back end with those additional slides right now. Well, shout out to our boy. Nice. Oh, he's in subscribers only mode. You can't leave anything. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Well, I guess subscribe to his channel. I don't know. But he does make good content. I will say that. Okay. All right, it's 10:30 where I'm from. Says Mr. Robertson. Well, you know what, Mr. Robertson? Where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. Where I come from. Top production here, always. I'm glad. Yeah, man, that was actually all facilitated thanks to you, DJ Gene. Shout out to him, man. Got to go to bed, says Sir Smooth. Big Time Sauce says, damn. Tracy says, what? Yeah, we were going to try to do a raid. Gonna try to raid our friend, but he's on subscribers only mode. I'm going to text him after this game. Wanted to raid him right now. Anyways, I think he makes really good content. Anyways, all right, guys. Thank you very much. I was singing that too. A lot of porch. Yep, where I come from. A lot of, yep. A lot of front porch sitting for sure. You would know the lyrics to that one, country. I'm glad you do. Okay. Well, 1st and 10. When we get back, I'm going to go all the way back here. I got to reach out to him. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like we're sitting. Is that accurate? Yeah. About 700 likes on this live stream. Cool. Game's not over yet. Game is not over yet. But this kind of went about exactly as well as I expected it to, if I'm being honest. Yeah, what is a raid? Okay, so a raid is when you go in and support other channels and other creators. If you've never heard of a raid, I had never heard of a raid myself, but what we would do if we were going to raid a different channel, what we would do is just send our 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 40,000 active viewers into a smaller channel or into a friendly channel and just help boost their watch time, help the algorithm, find them a little bit better. And yeah, you know, you just go in, you say what's going on, and you're in and out. No big deal. Long time no see, says Clayton Peterson. What's up, Clayton? How you doing, sir? Appreciate that. You got a fan in me. You got a fan in me. WWW Mario. A raid. We all go in another chat and say, hey, from ... Yes. You know, one of the first channels to ever raid me on my channel, it was the first time I ever cracked 100 views. It was thanks to Tom Grossi, or 100 active viewers at once. This will bring up a 2nd down and 5, guys. And by the way, I know we've got a close 1-point game on our hands, but let's be real, this game doesn't matter. It's Hall of Fame game, and this is really a tune-up game for me to kind of get my legs back about me. Oh, did he really? All right, we got motion on the field. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. And it looks like it's going to be, a 4-yard gain on second down. So 3rd down and 1 now coming up. 3rd down and 1. Football at the Carolina 39 with 9 minutes here left to go. You got a fan in me. You know, another one is the whole football nation. I'll bring the football nation. You make it fun. You get it? Because the FN, and then if you put the U in the middle. I'll bring the FN, you make it fun kind of thing. Ooh, good run. Ooh, big run. Ooh, to the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25. Big run right here. A 36-yard rumble for Miles Davis. Bruh, Miles Davis on the run. And he, on 3rd down and 1, will pick up 36, bro. 36 for the Panthers. Panthers have the ball. Panthers are officially at the Arizona 25 after that run. Appreciate you, Rusty. All right. What do you mean this game doesn't matter? I got 100 on Arizona to win, says Impress Burrows. Well, here's hoping. Here's a look to the right. There's a throw to the right. It's caught. Panthers out to about the 20-yard line now. This puts them at the edge of the red zone. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 at the Arizona 20. 2nd down and 5 at the Arizona 20. Sounds like you didn't miss a step transitioning from football to football, says Zach Barrett. I was transitioning from football to football, not the other way around. This is where we started. Football Nation started as an NFL channel. I did only NFL my first year. In my 2nd off season, I decided to pick up basketball. Last year, in my 3rd year of having this channel, 1-yard pickup, by the way. Last year, in my 3rd year of doing this channel, I decided to add baseball, and I picked up basketball, and the World Cup had come around, so we had a lot of stuff to cover. But football was always the first passion that we had. Fantasy football was always where we wanted to start. And yeah, man, it hasn't been bad. Has not been bad. Sports is sports, says Rudo Sports Card. Fact. Competition is competition. Ooh, 3rd down and 4 becomes 4th down and 4 after an incomplete pass. Haynes King looking for Jimmy Horn. Could not connect on the play. The pass is incomplete with 6:57 left to go. This stops the clock. Go for it or not. I say kick the field goal and go back up and make it a 2-possession game. The ball of foots, says DJ Gene. Sports is sports. Thank you, Willem Hodge. We're going to be doing baseball again this season. I actually do. Check this out. Here comes the field goal attempt. The kick is up, and the field goal is good, guys. So the field goal is good here. The Panthers are back up by 4. Panthers back up by 4. Someone said we did a good job on baseball. Dude, I picked up some stuff for my squad, and I had never had any baseball gear in the past. I'm literally opening this up right now. This is literally me opening up a brand new jersey that I just ordered off the Pro Shop for my New York Yankees. Let's go. And can you guess the jersey number? Boom, let's go. Got some really cool Yankees gear now. Super stoked for this one. Ready to rock my New York Yankees when it's time. Shout out again, guys, to Travis Matthew and Max Daly, who's out there, who shipped us a care package here for his brand. They sent us a whole bunch of stuff, including this shirt that I'm currently wearing, some extra golf shirts, some extra pants, golf clothes, golf hats, a bunch of really cool stuff. Travis Matthew, check out their website if you guys are into golf and want to look at some apparel. Appreciate that care package from Travis Matthew, and I appreciate you, Max Daly, if you're watching this right now. Got some other pretty cool blazers, some other pretty cool coats that he sent me 2 legit, like, golf coats, which is awesome. They're kind of super sporty. I can show you guys those later. I look like Andy Pettit. Let's see. You shot Derek Jeter. Panthers should win. Peyton, why do you tell me hi? Go Yankees, says Ashley. 1997 for life. You're a Cowboys and a Yankees fan? Yes, there's a reason for that, though, bro. I'm a Yankees fan because both of my parents are Dominican, and the traditional port of entry for most people from the Caribbean is New York. My dad actually grew up watching baseball, not Major League Baseball, watching Las Águilas de la República Dominicana, and a lot of the players from the island managed to make it into Major League Baseball. Everyone always wants to play for the Yankees. I grew up watching the Yankees, and so that's why I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Spurs fan because I live in San Antonio, and I got to live and breathe all 5 championships in my lifetime. One I could remember, because the first championship, I was born in 1991, right? So I had plenty of Spurs influence in my life, and I'm a Cowboys fan kind of by default, but none of that really matters, does it? My jersey is Myles Garrett. Rock and roll. All right, guys. Well, the Panthers just took the lead or have just extended the lead, I should say. Here's a kickoff return that's going to be brought out to about the Arizona 38. This will bring up a 1st and 10 for the Arizona Cardinals. They're down by 4. A touchdown would give them the lead. Hey, the Yankees lost to a minor league team versus Greenville, Texas team in the early 190 PS at Major Stadium. New York sucks. Yeah, it's kind of rough to be a Yankees fan and a Spurs fan, considering the Spurs just lost to the Knicks. I think that's more painful for me, but, you know, internal conflicts. Ooh, this pass is rifled up the middle. Is that a catch? I think they're calling this a catch. I think that's a 17-yard pass from Keaton Slovis out to Reggie Virgil. Reggie Virgil with a grab. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 45. So we start the clock again. Couple of plays into this one, and the Cardinals are already in Panthers territory. 20 years, you would have been a bandwagoner. Wait, what? Why? That makes absolutely no sense. I've been a Yankees fan for 20 years. I've been a Yankees fan for longer than 20 years. I've been a Yankees fan. I've been watching the Yankees for over 30 years, guys. I would not consider myself a bandwagoner at all. That looks like a clean catch to me. That's a catch. That's going to be a 1st down. Looks like a challenge flag might have just come out here, guys, and so I think we're getting our first challenge of the day. We're going to stop this clock here with 6:48. Here's that. So this play is now being reviewed right now. Let's see. Yankees in Cowboys. Seriously, I'm from Seattle, says AZ Turner. Diehard Browns fan, says Mr. Robertson. Guys, I have to bet on Arizona. I don't understand anything about football. Should I cash out? Oh, no, bro. I'm historically really bad at sports betting. Like, historically really bad at sports betting. I probably wouldn't have played on this one at all, dude. I don't like preseason games, but, ooh, let me go ahead and say this. Okay, one more time. For the few of y'all who are remaining in this chat right now, pick'ems. Got to change the slug on that. They're no longer World Cup pick'ems. They are just regular pick'ems. So it's no longer World Cup pick'ems, but it is NFL pick'ems. Guys, if you click on that link and click, actually, let's just do this one. This one will be easier. This will just be easier. You can click on this link right here. Okay, so in week 1, we are giving away $100, not just $100. We are also giving away this Troy Aikman signed football. We are going to case this up right now, and we are going to place this in a case. In case you're wondering, yes, it is rated and certified Troy Aikman football. This is the certification right here. Certification number SS17179. Stickers on the ball as well. So we are giving away a Troy Aikman signed football and $100 for Week 1 pick'ems. If we don't have anybody who wins in Week 1, then we will continue. Where is the link, says Clayton. Here it is in the chat one more time, Clayton. There are also links in the description down below. All you got to do is fill out that Google Doc. Here's a good run. That's going to be a 13-yard gain right there. That's going to be a 13-yard gain right there, and this will bring up, looks like the review stood here, guys, so the challenge came back pretty quick. That play under review didn't matter. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 10 again. So 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 10. Down at the Carolina 31, it's the Cardinals with the football in Panthers territory. Here's the snap. There's a handoff to the left. Troy Aikman. Yeah, that is a pretty big giveaway, and we're doing that on purpose. This is our first. It's our first week in this season. I'm so excited to be back, guys. I want to show y'all how excited I am by doing these giveaways. And I plan to continuously grab more and more stuff to give away, not just cash, but really cool one-of-a-kind prizes as well. 2nd down and 9. The catch is made for a 1-yard pickup. Looks like it's now 3rd down and 8, but the clock will continue to tick with about 5 minutes here left to go. Okay. All right, 3rd down and 8. Arizona Cardinals shotgun formation. 2 actually trips on the left and 1 on the right. Here's the snap. The blitz coming in. He's going to look right, delivers right. Nice cutback move. Chase from behind, down at the 15. Virgil again. Virgil looks this way, goes, he cranked that soldier boy. You cranked that soldier boy. Soldier boy up in this. Oh. No, watch me Superman that. Watch me you. All right. Having too much fun at work right now. 1st down. We are inside the red zone. Inside the 15. And down at the 14-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Looks like a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8 at the Carolina 12. Arizona with possession. Arizona could take the lead with a touchdown here. So Devin Hester. Hawks and Patriots again. Super Bowl. I'm a diehard Bears fan, says NBA Shada. Shotty. If no one wins the Week 1 pick'ems, do you get to keep the Troy Aikman signed football? No. If no one wins the Week 1 pick'ems, we are going to rotate the prizes, and I'll have a different signed piece of memorabilia. Looks like 3rd down and 1 now after a 7-yard gain on the right-hand side by Harrison Wallace. Hope you guys are still with me here. 7 yards picked up by Harrison Wallace for the Arizona Cardinals. They are down at the Carolina 5-yard line. It's a 3rd down and 1. It's a 3rd down and 1. All right, motion on the field here. Handoff, up the gut they go, and it looks like this will convert to a 1st down here. So 3rd down conversion successful. Didn't really need the touchdown just then. This does bring up a 1st and goal, and the clock is hot. With 3 minutes and 5 seconds here left to go, 3:05 left to go. Clock is ticking. Mario should replace Romo. He will need replacing, but it won't be by me. He will need replacing, but it won't be by me. Okay, not quite sure what this ad is right now. First and goal coming up here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it looks like a whistle is going to come in. It's going to stop the clock with 2:38 And we are going to get a timeout here. Looks like the first timeout taken by the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals take a timeout here. It is 9:47 p.m. here, Central Standard Time. Let's go, Cards. I'm glad we don't have to hear Mario scream. Goal! Oh, that's really funny, dude. That is really funny. That does crack me up. That's good. That's good. It's also good for me. But I will say football those first downs add up quick. And every time I go, break, those add up pretty quick too. Cough drops, cough drops, cough drops. First and goal for the Cardinals. Okay. First and goal for the Cardinals. Motion on the field. Here is the snap and a handoff up the middle. And it looks like the Panthers will manage to get a stop here. Will a timeout be called with 2:30 left to go? Looks like the clock is ticking. So the clock continues to tick here. Corey Kiner cannot find the end zone. Looking to punch it through. Can he break through this defense as we approach the 2-minute warning? Freimeister says, break. Steve Smith says, keep pounding. Steve Smith Sr.? Is Carson Beck in? No, he was at the start of this game. You'll see the quarterbacks up here for those of y'all who are new to the channel. You've got the passers, the rushers, and if I scroll a little bit lower, you can see the wide receivers, but there are so many players. This is not normal right now. This is not a normal list of wide receivers. Obviously, this is not a normal list of running backs either. This is preseason football, and we're seeing a lot of it. By the way, 2-minute warning here. Clock is stopped with 2 minutes left to go. It will be a second down and goal when we get back from this commercial break. Cardinals are down by 4. It's just preseason football. This really doesn't matter. Let's see. They need to put Carson in now, says Lazak. What up, Lazak? All right. Well, we hit our goal for today of 147.8. I still have a crazy goal. I wanted to do this. I've been wanting to, and I've been saying this. Bro, y'all know me, man. I've been saying this for a while now. I want to get to 150,000 subscribers so bad before the season starts. I've got a month to get to 150,000 subscribers. We really only need like 2,000 subscribers this month, and I genuinely think that is possible. It's going to take some doing, though. It's going to take some doing. Let's see. Haynes King is like that, says Dub Wren. Tomcat, Tuck Rule, and the Inflate Gate Brady. Anything to win, says Zoe. Great to be here again, says Daniel Maldonado Perez. I missed this too, dude. I missed this too. Fist bumps to you, my friend. Any noobs? Good question. Good question. DJ Gene. Thank you, sir. Newbies. If you are new, drop 5 emojis. Any 5 emojis will do. Now, we've dropped in viewership. I probably should have done this in the first half. But that's okay. Looking for the newbies in this chat. I just subbed. Can't wait for the season to start. Appreciate that, dude. Let's go. Billy Owen saying I just subscribed. 20 minutes of Josh highlights would be nice. Let's see. There we go. Newbies right here. We've got GRX in the chat right now. Dub says earned a new sub. Cassandra is new. Cassandra Marie. Shout out to LaShawn Korb. Welcome back. Big Time Sauce says 100. Raiden drops the fire. We got Billy Owens. We got Boomaloom and Steve Smith. Second down and goal. Little play action. Looking to the right. Throwing to the end zone. I don't think both feet were in. They're saying out. The down judge says nodding. The down judge is nodding, saying you're right, you're right, you're right. The field judge up the way. Ooh, that's close, man. That is awfully close. I think both feet might have been in there, guys. So they're taking a look at this. Shout out to all the newbies. Bot4329 will commence making a new account. I'm not new, but I'm back, says Tough McNabb. I don't know. I don't know if that's a touchdown or not. I'm glad I'm not officiating this one. You know, the thing is that if you call it a touchdown, is it caught? Yeah, that's in, man. That's a touchdown. That should come back. That should be a touchdown. The ruling on the field is under review. I think that's a touchdown, guys. We got a new Football Nation membership being handed out. Toe tap. It was more of a slide. Anybody know the best way to watch this season? You're looking at it, Shadow. Honestly, the best way to watch, you gotta have NFL Sunday Ticket, man. And I know it's ridiculously expensive, but you do have to have NFL Sunday Ticket to watch all of these. Thank you, Unky James. Yeah, man, not a whole lot of rules changes, guys. That's got to be a catch. I think that's a catch. Thank you to all the newbies. David is a newbie. That's 6. Dave Thierry drops the soccer balls. Cute Stin. Cutes. There you go. After review, the ruling on the field has been changed to a touchdown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cardinals. Looks like it's Bryson Green who scores. Canton delivers a rocket to the right-hand side, and the Arizona Cardinals go up 29-27. Extra point attempt loading. Gamer Girl Goddess dropped 5 emojis here as well. What a way to start the NFL, says France. Want to be happy, root for the Seahawks. Saw some of these. Zoe, I see you. Frymeister. Hiya. How you doing? Welcome in. Extra point attempt is good. 1:55 left to play. So we are inside the 2-minute drill. Can the Panthers execute this 2-minute drill? Can the Cardinals defense hold off on the 2-minute drill? Let's see. The website for Football Nation is looking sharp, says Steve. It's a work in progress, Steve. Thank you for the feedback, though. Hey, Bubble Hulk. Better late than never, my friend. Shout out to Zig Z, who says hello. Newbies in the chat. Appreciate all the newbies who dropped their 5 emojis. Preseason parlay is back alive. Pause and grow. Welcome back, Pause and grow. Pause and grow TV. Appreciate you. Actually, there was something that I needed to do. I'm glad you're in the chat. Glad you're in the chat. What are we looking for? Please stand by. Where'd you go? There we go. Cool. There we go. Ooh. Sorry, I wanted to hand out a wrench right there. Standing, says Pause and Grow TV. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our newest moderator to the chat, Pause and Grow. It was really nice chatting with you, by the way, and I don't know if you want me to use your actual name or not. Almost 150K, says Frymeister. Almost. Yeah, dude, thank you for everything you did. Who got that wrench? Pause and Grow got that wrench. Pause and Grow got that wrench. All right, guys, 27 to 30 here, 1st and 10. So glad football back. Oh, Mike is a newbie. Welcome in. MK Washington is a newbie. Rob, nice try. Shout out to the new mod, says LaShawn Korb. Here's the drop back. Looking right, throwing right. This one incomplete. That sails out of bounds. 1:50 left to go. 2nd down and 10. No, says Wolverine. I love football. I'm back, says 123W Football. Shout out to all the mods, says LaShawn Korb. Thanks, LaShawn. Ooh, King just had his hand hit right there. That could be busted fingers. That looks like that hurt. Got a quick high five on that throw. 2nd down and 10. 35-yard line. The Panthers In trouble here. Panthers. King airs this out. It's a shot upfield. What kind of weird Forrest Gump run was that? Casey Washington was the intended receiver, and he was doing high knee drills? I don't know what the heck that was. Terrible throw right there. Maybe not a terrible throw. Yeah, there might have been some contact, illegal contact at the top of that route on the break. No flag came in, though. Looked like a PI to me. Bryson, cheers to you. Empty backfield here. Carolina with possession. Dangerous throw on 3rd down and 10. It's caught. That's good for a first down. First down, Panthers. 1st and 10 coming up the football now at the 45-yard line. Football at the 45 with 1:27 here left to go. Inside the 2-minute drill, the clock is ticking. Here is the snap. Dropping back. Looks like King delivers. The catch is going to be made by Miles Davis. Miles Davis will pick up 8 yards. It brings up a 2nd down and 2, and the football is now at the Arizona 47. 1:13 left to go. The clock continues to march forward. Again, it's 2nd down and 2 at the Arizona 47. 2nd down and 2 at the Arizona 47. There is the snap. There is the handoff. Left-hand side, it's a first down from the 47 down to about the 37. That's good for another first down. 52 seconds left to go. This is where Carolina will take their first timeout. So Carolina takes their first timeout of the half, of this half. The next few games for the Cardinals, guys. Cardinals-Raiders. That'll be on Thursday next week. Then we'll have Cowboys at Cardinals and Cardinals at Packers for weeks 1, 2, and 3 of the preseason. Regular season is Cardinals at Chargers and Seahawks at Cardinals. On the other side here, the Panthers have the Bills, the Jaguars, and the Texans as their tune-up games. And week 1 for the Panthers is against the Bears. And, of course, the Panthers will also play division rivals in the Falcons in week 2. Apologies there. Shotgun formation, 52 seconds left to go from the 39-yard line. It is the Panthers with possession. Here's the snap, and King looks to the left, throws to the left. It's a loss of yardage. They're going to call another timeout here. That'll stop the clock with 44 seconds. Uh-oh. 2nd down. Watch the pass, defense. Watch the pass, says Kenneth Foster. It's Easton, says 123W Football. Easton, hello. I need a great preseason game, says Corey Street. Man, Mario is great in that 4th quarter. I can be. It really depends on how we're feeling. Another timeout has been called, Unky James. 2nd down and 14 after the loss. 2nd down and 14. Haynes King. On 2nd down and long. Behind the sticks here, if you will. Shotgun. Motion on the field from the tight end. Dropping back against the 4-man rush. King delivers an incomplete pass to Casey Washington in the bobblehead. So it's a 3rd down and 14. 3rd down and 14. The incomplete pass will stop the clock here again. I want overtime, says DJ Jean. Over the middle, says TSU. Is this golden goal or shootout? Golden goal today. Golden goal today. Folks, here we go. The thrilling conclusion of this game. 3rd down. 3rd down from the 43-yard line. King drops back. The pocket crumbles. He scrambles. He's on the run. The 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. Down at the 15-yard line. Pushed back actually to the 17. Does not matter. It's in the red zone, and it's a first down, Panthers. Forward progress ended in bounds, and so a timeout probably had to be burned there. I do have a 1st and 10. We are inside the red zone. Forward progress looked like it stopped in bounds. Are they going to force them to use that timeout? first and 10. They don't, yeah, they did use that last timeout. Delivers an incomplete pass, stops the clock again. All right, looking for Jimmy Horn. That pass is incomplete. It's second down and 10. Panthers, 23 seconds left to go. Second down and 10. Play clock. Plenty of time on the play clock to dial something up here. That was a mid pass, says Mythical Ghost. Break! Panthers inside the red zone. 17-yard line, shotgun formation. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Here's the drop back, looks to the right, fires this one. Tight window, catch is made, but the officials say keep the clock ticking. The clock is ticking. They got to spike this. So hurrying up, 9 seconds here left to go. Running out of time. Spike comes in with 6 left to go. They've got enough time for maybe 1 or 2 plays. It's first and goal with 6 seconds left to go. No timeouts remaining here for the Panthers. You can see Bryce Young on the sideline stepping up saying, spike it, spike it, spike it. Haynes King with 6 seconds. Can the Panthers win this game? Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Looking right, throwing right. Incomplete pass. And this brings up a third down and goal. Field goal unit going to come out here, tie this game up. Oh, no, they're probably going to go for it because this game doesn't count. They're going to go for it. Third down and goal with 2 seconds left to go. They're either going to win or lose right now. They're either going to win or lose right now. I respect this. It's third and goal from the 5-yard line. Let's not drag this preseason pointless game out. Panthers. Snap comes in. King scrambles. King, pump fake. King dives. King scores! Panthers will win this game! It's a rushing touchdown, and the Panthers are in! Panthers win this game on a rushing touchdown by the rookie quarterback. How about that? Final score is 33-30. Wow. How about that? Well then, a 5-yard scramble for the quarterback. Not a bad run. From the 5-yard line, a 5-yard run to find pay dirt. And that's all she wrote. Cool, man. Well, first preseason game of the year is now off the table there. And glad we got that one done, bro. That was something. That really was something. Gonna re-raid J9. Let's see, how many people do we even have in here still? Yeah, we can re-raid him. Why not? Whoops. You know what? We'll just save it for the next one. We'll save it for the next one, DJ Gene. I don't wanna try to fit that square peg into the round hole right now. I'd actually rather everybody go raid my website if they haven't checked out the website yet. If everybody goes and raids my website, then next week we will definitely re-raid our friend Jaguar Gator. For all of those who did not watch college ball, King has been the most clutch since freshman year. The most clutch since freshman year, he says. I don't really watch a whole lot of college ball, man, but I will say that I definitely do not watch I definitely don't really watch a whole lot of Georgia Tech. That's not my favorite team on earth to follow. I mean, if it's LSU or, you know, Ohio State, Miami, at this point, Indiana, some of the other big name schools. But I did not know that, honestly. YNWMB. Haynes King should start, says Mythic Ghost. Game doesn't really matter. 2 seconds later, Panthers win. Ah! Yeah, Wolverine. There's such a thing known as showmanship. And if you got it, you get it. And if you got it, you get it. But yes, this was a filthy great opener, says Zoe. I think so too. Shop the Football Nation store, says DJ Gene. Yes. I've definitely Oh, dude, we've got some really cool stuff. If you guys have never seen this, oh, I don't have it turned. I have to unplug it. These rolling football helmets, dude, these are perfect for man caves. Or your she shed. If you guys are really into like sports decor, I've actually curated a list on Amazon. That link that was just dropped by DJ Gene, you guys can see that there. There's also links in the description down below. Go check those out, man. I'll stay live with you guys for a few more minutes, man. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, short stories? I'm here. I haven't been here since last year, says 123W Football. RS, you're welcome. Haynes King had a good night. Let's just say that, says Alec. What up, Alec? Welcome in. Sir James says, tight. Human emotions do come into play, says Pebble. I was going to say something like I'm a robot, but then I totally lost my window. So I missed that opportunity, Pebble. Human emotions. Hugh, man. My name is Hugh, man. Hugh, man. They're doing just fine, RS. Actually, good question. They're doing just fine right now, physically. Emotionally, I don't know. I should go check in on my wife. She totaled her car today, and I had to go pick her up like 2 hours before this game started. So, luckily, nobody was hurt. Baby was in the car. She didn't total her car. Someone ran into her, and luckily she's okay, and Sammy is okay. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. I should definitely go check up on them and see how they're doing. So on that note, RS, thank you for bringing that up. I'm gonna actually go do that because family first and all. But I'm gonna leave the chat open for you guys for a few more minutes. Normally, when these games are over, guys, please do expect me to stay live for at least 15, maybe 20 minutes after every single game. I go live 30 minutes before every single game as well, and we go through all of the stats for both teams. We break down the offense. We break down the defense. We go through all of the expected starters and all of that stuff, so just something for those of y'all who didn't know. Anyways, all right, guys. Damn, dude. It's like so bittersweet. We've been needing a new car for so long, but I didn't want to buy a new car right now, and I'm going to have to. I'll update you guys. I'll let you know what we end up getting. All right, guys, I'm done for the night. Thank y'all so much for watching. My name is Mario. Go check out the website, footballnationusa.com. Until next time, guys, let's effing go. Peace out, y'all.